are. All right. Stop that now. How's everybody doing? I ended up having a little bit of technical difficulties. Actually, it was traffic difficulties getting up here. But I caught that Lufthansa as it was landing, and I promised it in the thumbnail, kind of teased it in the thumbnail. So anyway, I got it. We watched it. A little bit on time delay, but we got a chance to see it. So welcome in, everybody. This is Geaux Flying. It is Sunday afternoon. It is a very interesting weather day here in the Seattle area. It is currently kind of partly cloudy, as you can see out there. Maybe you can. Let's zoom out a little bit here. There we go. And the action is just kind of getting going. So if this is your first time in, welcome in. If you have been here before, welcome back. Sunday afternoon, Sunday fun day. So what's going on today? Well, first of all, let me go ahead and get my air traffic control back on. How about we do that? And then we can get a show on the road. Let's see here. Go ahead and do that. Turn our Bluetooth on. And we should be, oops, we're going to go right there. Hope everybody's had a good weekend so far. I know I have. This is day 2 of the lens test. As you can see, we're in a little bit of a lull at SeaTac. I do see some aircraft, some heavies coming in. So if this is what you're tuned in for, get ready because they're going to be coming. We definitely have a Qatar flight that's coming in. That'll be awesome. And let's see. I've got a whole round of aircraft coming in. So we're only going to do about a 2-hour show today. I had hoped I'm glad I got here, actually, because I really hadn't planned on being here, but because I rented the lens for the weekend, I said, you know what, I'm going to get back out there. So I went and did my work thing this morning and got in, so I am here, and I am so jazzed to be here. Go ahead and check in the chat. Let me know you're here, where you're watching from. That would be great. Glad I brought my ball cap with me because the sun just kind of keeps poking in and out, so I figured rather than take a chance and get sunburned, I would go ahead and bring that cap with me, and what smart thing I did. So we're looking down the barrel of, this is runway 16 left, and we're on the north side of the field. There is a fair amount of traffic for a Sunday. So it is. It's going to be one of those days where we're just kind of roll with it. I've got my view up here. Let's see. We'll go ahead and go over to our view here. This is our current flight radar that we got going. I don't hear my air traffic control. What's going on here? Let's try that again.
There we go. 449.
And
contact Portugal.
so let's see what we got coming in. So on arrivals, we already got that Frankfurt flight. So let's see. Got a number of flights. So here's the way things work. If this is the first time watching Seattle stream or my stream at Seattle International, on days like today, the vast majority of arrivals, usually the narrow-body aircraft, land on the west side of the field. That would be 16 right. The departures and heavy arrivals will use 16 left. This is called the south flow. The winds are out of the south at about 190, 6 knots.
449, wind 180, gust 17, runway 16 left.
Okay, you just corrected me. 190, gust 17. So there you go. So that's what we're going to be. That's what the pilots will be working with today. And this flow allows us to catch the heavy arrivals, which is generally what a lot of you guys, and of course I'm interested in. And from time to time, they'll put the heavies on the right side, but probably not so heavy.
16 center, hold short of 16 left, southwest.
And let's see. We've got let's see. These are all landed. I wish flight radar would clear out the the flights that have already landed. They eventually get cleared up, but let's see. But we do have the Qatar flight coming in. And we have, let's see here. We have a flight from Dubai. That'll be coming in as well. That's 777.
1507, wind 18010, gust 17, runner 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
You can see the camera shaking a little bit.
335, sail tower, running 16 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 16 left, 337, or 335, excuse me.
Go ahead and switch back over to our main view.
Last 449, contact departure.
Departure 449.
We do have a 757 arriving
South
from
3330,
Minneapolis.
pop across
Like
16 center, hold short,
for the right side, so
we might see
cross
them. 16 center, hold short, 16 left, southwest 3330.
I can kind of pan over there real quick.
2159, turn right on runner 16 center, left at November, hold short, runner 16 left.
There they are. That's actually
right,
superstructure right there.
16
Flights will
center,
arrive right around there.
left November and forward to 16 left, guys, 2159.
I've had to crank my shutter speed. I didn't bring my, what they call a neutral density filter today. It's geek speak for I didn't put my sunglasses on my camera today. So we're playing with some funky shutter speeds, but it looks like it's capturing pretty well, so we'll just keep rolling with this.
Alaska 335, wind 190 at 10, gust 17, running 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
So we'll go back over to our departures.
Alaska 335.
Gust 4104, sail tower, running 16 left, line up and wait, traffic will cross.
16 left, line up and wait, Skywest 4104.
So if you were watching the other night, you know what I'm working with here. This is a pretty narrow window to work with here.
Alaska 1507, contact departure.
And this lens in particular allow me to get in really close, which is great. Pretty bright day out here. I was planning for shade, and instead I don't have shade. I've got sunshine, so it's okay. And my ISO's cranked too. Let's go ahead and take that ISO down. That'll help a bunch. There we go. Okay, take that off real quick. There we go.
Alaska 275 at November, crossing 16 left and counting ground, traffic holding in position.
Crossing 16 left at November, going to ground, Alaska 275, good day.
Southwest 3330 at Papa, crossing 16 left, turn left on Bravo to 88,
That's
contact
about right.
the south ramp.
Southwest 3330, cleared across 16 left, Papa, 88, talk to ground, or ramp, excuse me.
I'll just keep putting that ISO
Southwest
down.
1155 at Papa, cross.
Give me 1 second here. I'm just
crossing
goofing off with my
and taxi to
ISO. We're
88
gonna fix
contact the south ramp.
All right,
We're gonna fix
come
this.
back, cross 16 left, left turn on Bravo to 88, call south ramp, southwest.
We didn't have an eclipse.
Horizon 2159 at November, cross around 6 left,
There
there's
we
traffic
go.
holding in position, taxi straight in towards your
better.
gate and contact the north ramp.
All right, November, cross 16 left,
All right,
straight towards
so
the gate,
welcome in.
contact ramp, Horizon 2159.
Alaska 335,
With
contact departure, good day.
taking off,
Go
I
to Parker,
believe
good day,
they're
left
going to
335.
Guadalajara. They normally do. Our 757 from Minneapolis just arrived on the right side, as I thought it would.
Go 3824, sail tower at Papa, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Papa cross 16 center, hold short 16 left, Sky 3824.
We do have a honoring those who serve special livery coming in, and if they look like they're going to be landing on the right side, I might be able to get them though. We'll see. It's a special, it looks like a special livery Volaris there. Let's see. Yes, it is. Punta Raniza. Laniza? I don't know. Sorry, I don't speak.
4104, wind 190 runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Skywest 4104.
Polar 5853, sail tower, runway 16 left, line to
I'm going 16 left, Volaris 5853.
So you're probably wondering why I'm here and maybe not a little bit further over. Well, the reality is you can see pretty much everything from here. Once those planes depart, you can catch them a little
Alaska
bit.
209,
And you
sail
can
tower,
also catch
runway
the-
16 center, please.
The lineup.
Center, Alaska 209.
If you try to go ahead and follow along on flight radar, because there's generally quite a bit of things you can see going on and what I'm focused on.
Alaska 720, Seattle Tower, back taxi on runway 16 center down to Mike.
If you
Hold
have any
short runway
questions,
16
shoot
left.
them in the chat.
16 center, back
Always
taxi
cool
down
to-
to Mike, hold short of 16 left there, Alaska 720.
Talk to you guys while we're waiting for aircraft to arrive and depart. Bunch of arrivals coming in.
Volaris 5853, wind 2009, runway 16 left, third takeoff.
Neighbor takeoff 16 left, Volaris 5853.
Alaska
Got some
535,
plane
Seattle Tower,
spotters
runway
out
16
here
left,
as
line up
well
and wait.
with us, which is
Line up
cool.
and wait 16 left, Alaska 535.
Sky's 4104, contact, departure, good day.
Take a look at our
Departure, good day,
departures.
Skywards
See what's
4104.
coming up here. And do our departures tab. So the Volaris is definitely going to Guadalajara. Let's see here. Looks like a bunch of domestic flights getting up out of here. We do have an inch-on flight, which is a 787. And then we hit right behind them is a, well, not right behind them, but we have a 787 with JAL heading out to Tokyo. And we also have an Air France that'll be taking off. That's an A350-900 a little bit later on. And hopefully I'm...
Volaris 5853, contact, departure, good day.
Contact departure, Volaris 5853, good day.
It should be coming in fairly soon.
Alaska 535, wind 190 at 9, runway 16 left, third takeoff.
211, so
16 left, take off,
about
Alaska
an
535.
hour and a half out,
Horizon
actually.
2001, Seattle Tower, runway 16
We
left,
do
line up
have
and wait.
an
16 left, line of wait, Horizon 2001.
SAS flight coming from Copenhagen.
Alaska 705 at November, cross runway 16 center,
Gonna
hold
be in a
short
little
runway
bit
16
later.
left.
That is scheduled
At
to
November, cross runway
arrive
16
in
center,
about an
hold
hour as
short runway
well.
16 left, Alaska 705.
We have a flight from London Heathrow that'll be coming in right about the same time. And that is that's Virgin Atlantic flying a 330-300. So quite the lineup. We'll probably stream till about 3 p.m. local, just in case you're wondering. It really depends on traffic, and we just got to get the lens back to the rental facility before 5 o'clock. So that's why we're going till 3.
Horizon 2001,
So
wind
let's see,
20010,
what's in the
runway
lineup
16
here?
left,
So
third takeoff.
Clear
The,
to take off, runway 16 left, Horizon Air 2001.
aircraft right
733,
here, right at the
Seattle Tower, runway
forefront,
16 left, line up
is
Left away, 16
This
left,
is
Alaska 733.
Alaska
Alaska
535, contact, departure, good day.
Good
and
day,
they are
Alaska
headed to
535.
Salt Lake City. And then right behind them, those guys are headed up to Juneau. That is Alaska 209, which is 737 MAX 9.
798, back taxi, runway 1600 to Mike, hold short, runway 16 left.
Back taxi 1600 to Mike, hold short 16 left, Alaska 798.
And then right behind them is another Alaska flight headed out to Dallas-Fort Worth. Yeah, here. See if we can catch them. There they are. So yeah, we have a very narrow
American
window for catching
2534, Seattle Tower,
arrivals.
November, cross runway 16 center, hold short, runway 16
They're
left.
turning and burning here.
Center November, hold short 16 left, American 2534.
Alaska 733, wind 20010, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff,
And,
16 left.
we'll just keep
Alaska 209 at
keep
Charlie,
it down the
cross runway
runway
16 left,
at the
runway
moment,
16
just
turret,
to
line up
see
and
what we
wait.
catch.
At Charlie, cleared across runway 16 left, 16 center, line up and wait, Alaska 20.
Oh yes, thanks, producer Pip.
Alaska 2 to correction, Horizon Air
Mike
2001,
is up.
contact, departure,
That's
good
as
day.
far as it
Good
goes,
departure, good day,
unfortunately.
Horizon Air
I
2001.
have an interesting issue with this particular device. It sometimes will, it'll put like almost like a noise gate on it, and I'm not really sure what's
Delta
causing it. I have to
889,
talk to
Delta,
support
correct,
and figure out what's
cross
going
runway
on.
16 center, traffic holding position, hold short, runway 16 left.
At Quebec, cross 16 center, hold short 16 left, Delta 889.
And that is it for the
1656
conga line.
at Papa, cross runway 16 center,
It looks like we have a
traffic
Frontier
hold short,
flight
runway
headed
16
up.
left.
Cross 16 center at Papa, hold short 16 left, Delta 1656.
Oscar 720
And
Mike,
that
cross ground
is
6 left,
Orville,
and
the
then
red
kinda ground.
Cardinal
Mike,
livery.
cross 16 left over ground, left 727.
Oscar 798, cross ground 6 left, then kind of ground.
Cross 16 left, contact ground, Alaska 798.
Oscar 705, cross ground 6 left, then kind of ground.
Yeah, I think it's a firmware upgrade issue, and they haven't released any new firmware. So until that happens, I am going to have to just deal with.
Left Bravo ground point 7.
It's really odd. It only has to do with the XLR connections, and it only seems to be. Yeah, it's just the XLR connections.
99, contact the south ramp.
Cross 16 center and 16 left on Quebec, over to 99, straight to ramp, Delta 889.
Let's see.
Oscar 733, contact departure, good day.
Departure last 733, see you.
American 2534, cross ground 6 left, and then kind of ground.
Cross 16 left on November, and over ground, American 2534, have a good one.
No, I don't want to reset my effects, that's for sure.
Oscar 209, wind 2008, runway 16 center, cleared for takeoff.
16 center, clear takeoff, Alaska 209.
Oscar 549, sail tower, runway 16 left, line up and wait,
See,
crossing.
we got a my favorite, a 175.
549.
Delta 1656, at Papa, cross ground 6 left, left on Bravo, contact ground, traffic holding in position.
Last 16 left at Papa, left down Bravo, ground south 1656.
Right there, and they're headed to Bellingham. It's like a 90-minute drive. But sure, if you're flying in internationally, last thing you want to do is have to get in a car and drive 90 minutes. I get it. Now let's see what's coming up behind them. Two more. Seattle to Phoenix. Sure, it's nice and cold in Phoenix right now.
Left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Alaska 549.
Sky 3294, cell tower, runway 16 left,
And
line
that
up
flight.
runway, traffic 11 mile final.
16 left, line up west,
behind them.
3294.
Oscar 209, thanks for your help, contact departure today.
175 headed to Boise.
209.
President 2013 from November back taxi on runway 16 center to Mike, hold short runway 16 left.
I was 2013 from November back taxi on the center and hold short the right.
President 2013, just verify it, Mike, hold short runway 16 left.
Sorry about that, Mike, hold short 16 left.
So let's see. Can I get my... Yes. Nope, can't do that. Okay. Well, I'll leave that as is. Quit playing with things.
Sky 3959, plan for runway 16 center.
Oh, they have a special livery, United livery. We saw those guys the other night. They were here. As a matter of fact, the livery I hadn't even seen in my life.
3294, wind 2004,
I'm old
runway
as
16
dirt,
left, cleared for
and
takeoff.
I had never seen that livery.
16
So
left,
it
clear for
must have
takeoff,
come
Sky 3294.
before me.
1371,
About the time he invented the wheel.
I believe 16 left, Alaska 1371.
Alaska 656, sail tower at November, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Over across 16 center, hold short 16 left, Alaska 66.
So, Mr. Pip, I saw another
Alaska
lens.
549, good day.
This lens is a 50 to 400, and we're at max zoom right now. I saw
Sorry, 21 X-ray heavy, cell tower, wind column,
last
runway
night
16 left,
a
clear line,
60 to
traffic holding in position.
600 lens.
16 left, here to land.
And I think I might have told you about that when we were chatting, but yeah, that was, I was like, ooh, that looks like might even be better.
Alaska 1371, wind
Toys,
column,
toys, toys, all in the name of fun. There's our Frontier flight.
left, Alaska 1371.
Sky 3959 at Charlie, cross runway 16 left, runway 16 center, line up and wait, traffic's crossing the center.
Charlie, cross 16 left, 16 center, line up and wait, Sky 3959.
Sky 3294, contact departure, good day.
Departure Sky 3294, see you.
See if I can crank the
American
the other
717 at
microphone
Papa,
a
cross
bit.
runway 16 center, traffic will hold in position, hold short, runway 16 left.
All right, at Papa, cross 16 center, hold short of 16 left, American 717.
Yeah, that's as far as I can go. Yeah, it's really interesting to me. See if I can turn that off. There's a condenser. Yeah. Yep, I'm not gonna play with things during the show because I'll mess it up and then we won't have a show left. All right, it's Frontier.
Prisoner 2013 at Mike, cross around 6 left, text Bravo beam the gate, contact the north ramp.
That's 2013, cross the left at Mike and contact ground to the ramp.
Alaska 656 at November, cross around 6 left, and
They should build a mound here. It just takes you just a little bit above tree level.
Over cross 16 level ground, Alaska 636.
American 717 at Papa.
Okay, so that Frontier flight with the special Cardinal livery there.
Papa, cross 16 left and ground, American 717.
Alaska 1371, contact departure, good day.
So long, Alaska 1371.
Oh, we do have a flight coming in.
Go 3959, wind
So
1906,
here.
run around 6 center,
Around.
clear for takeoff.
16 center, clear for takeoff, Scott 3959.
And went too far. Okay, they're behind that tree. I got them though. What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with? Oh, this is our Qatar flight. I knew it was coming. From Doha. F1 livery. That's what we were waiting for. That's why the Frontier is waiting as well. Come on. Sorry about that. My microphone
Go
connection.
3959, thanks for the help. Contact departure, good day.
Departure Scout
All
3959.
right, back to the Frontier. There's that Doha flight. Just touched down.
Frontier flight 3406, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, and line up and wait.
What's up, Robbie? Welcome back. We just caught the Qatar flight from Doha. It just arrived. At the top of the show, I had to pre-record it because I was setting up when it came in. We had a Lufthansa A340.
Sorry, 21 X-ray heavy,
Came
turn
in.
left to Papa, then left on Bravo to
But
spot
we did
88.
have it. Did catch it.
Left on Papa, left on Bravo to spot 88, Qatar 2
I'm gonna play around with this microphone real quick here. Give me 1 second. Gotta mute it. There we go.
Set to 2995 at Papa, cross around 6 center, hold short, runway 16
Gotta
left.
figure out
Papa
what
cross
is
16
going
center, hold
on
short 16 left, Delta 2995.
with this microphone. Why is it being a pain in the patootie? We'll catch it though. We'll get it. So you just have to. I'm gonna put this. We don't have to stare at the sky. I'll just lock this down. We'll play around with it a little bit. Be patient. Coming back with this mic. There we go. Let's see if that works.
Qatar 2 X-ray heavy, left on Bravo to 88, contact the south ramp.
Okay, it is connected.
48, Qatar 2
Definitely not as loud as it was the other day, but that's okay.
Frontier flight 3406, wind 21010, gust 16, runway
Okay.
16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff.
I was wondering why people just showed up here. Now I know why, because that Qatar flight was coming in.
Alaska 629, Seattle Tower, Papa,
All
cross,
right.
runway 16 center, hold short, runway 16 left.
Papa cross 16 center, hold short 16 left, Alaska 629.
You always have to, if a plane sneaks up on me, it's kind of rare these days, because what'll happen is these guys that are taking off will all of a sudden just hold short for no apparent reason. And you're like, something's up. So this flight here is this is Alaska flight. Headed down to LAX. This is 737-900 series. This is Alaska 502. Don't have as clear of a shot of the tower as I did the other day, but I'm set up in a slightly different location.
Delta 2995 at Papa, cross around 6 left, turn right on Bravo to 99, contact the south ramp.
Cross 16 left at Papa, right on Bravo, 99 south ramp, Delta 2995.
So we're in a little bit of a lull at the moment.
Alaska 629 at Papa, cross around 6
I
left, and kind of ground traffic will hold in position.
That this will get busy pretty
And there we go,
soon.
Alaska 629.
As I look at the on-field
Left
activity at the
502 Seattle
airport,
Tower,
a lot of
traffic on
planes
10
with their
mile final,
transponders
traffic is
on.
crossing, runway on 6 left, line up and wait.
16 left,
As you
line
can
up
see
and wait,
here.
Alaska 502.
Frontier flight 3406, contact departure, good day.
quite a number of them. So obviously some of them are inbound, but we definitely have outbounds as well. So that one's inbound, obviously.
Delta 196 Heavy is 10 miles out for the ILS 16 left.
All right.
Delta 196 Heavy, Seattle Tower, traffic
Delta
is holding in
196
position.
Heavy.
Wind 230 at 5, gust 16, runner on 6 left, cleared line.
Clear land 16 left, Delta 196 Heavy.
From Incheon.
796 Seattle Tower, November, crossing on 6 center, hold
Airbus
short, runner on 6 left.
A350-900. Now,
November,
the
cross
beauty
16 center,
of,
hold
now
short,
they're
16 left, Alaska is 796.
currently 9 miles out. But the beauty of this
502,
lens
wind 2305, gust 16, runner on 6 left,
is
cleared for takeoff.
being able to see this.
Alaska 502.
Excuse me as I pan over. But they'll pop in.
Right there,
real quick here.
2276 after the Alaska head, November crossing on 6 center, hold short, runner on 6 left.
Should see them
Okay, behind
really
Alaska, cross 16 center at November, hold short 16 left, tries near 2276.
There they are. Oops. At this zoom ratio, it's like they're almost standing still, but clearly they're not. Like I said, we're getting our fair share of heavies today. Oh, there we go. Oh, there. Midday, we typically see a lot of flights from Asia. We also see
Okay, we're going to cross 16 center,
cargo
Papa,
flights
then
coming
hold
in,
short
but the
16
cargo's
left,
typically
Papa,
late
American
evening
2520.
or early morning in most places, especially up at Boeing Field. Not so much here.
Alaska 796 at November, cross runway 16 left and contact ground, traffic on about a 4-mile final.
November, cross 16 left and over to ground, Alaska 796.
American 2520, keep it rolling, traffic on about a 4-mile final, cross 16 left and contact ground.
Alright, cross 16 left and ground, American 2520.
Last 502, contact departure, see you.
Over departure, have a good one, Alaska 502.
Horizon 2276, cross runway 16 left and contact ground.
16 left over to ground, eyes near 2276, yep.
That's a big bird. Of course, I didn't do my heavy thing, but I'm not going to do it right now. We're too close. Oh, no, I got time. What am I talking about? Here we go.
Charlie Bravo, Charlie Sierra, Papa with the traffic.
Here it comes! Get ready for the heavy!
Hate it when I pick the wrong button. There we go. Yep. Big bird.
Skyway 3078 South Tower, November, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
November,
757 right there.
16 left, Skyway 3078.
Come on, camera.
Delta 554 South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
Okay.
Wait, 16 left,
Touchdown.
554.
Oh, you can hear them going. And those 757 engines, they're far away, but they're loud. So this is headed out to Atlanta.
Delta 196 Heavy, roll down to Papa.
Papa, Delta 196.
And you'll definitely hear them spool up.
Delta 196, exit Papa, and then Bravo to spot 99, contact the south ramp. Good day.
Papa, Bravo, South Ramp, spot 99, contact the ramp. You have a good day too, Delta 196 Heavy.
Hope everybody is having a great Sunday. Or it might be Monday morning, or yeah, Monday morning for you. In which case, I'm sorry. This is a typical pattern for Seattle. We have a little bit of a lull in the action. It just kind of happens. And then this will get stacked up. We'll see it time and time again throughout the day.
Delta 554, runway 16
I notice
left,
my
full
lens is
takeoff.
slowly
Clear for takeoff,
drifting
16 left, Delta
ever so
554.
slowly. Yep, just wants to go. I think it might have to do with my cable here.
Present 2145, South Tower, clear full gate, back taxi, runway 16 center to Mike, hold short, runway 16 left.
Yeah, that was it.
Back taxi 16 center to Mike, hold short 16 left, right, runway 45.
Okay, so this flight that's coming up here is this is that Sacramento flight that I was mentioning earlier. And this is a MAX 9, taking its sweet time. Now it's really interesting, you know, of course it makes sense, but there's really no delay here. So about the time this
United 2205, South Tower, Papa, cross runway 16 center,
will
hold short, runway 16 left.
approach the departure end of the runway, it will it'll just clear them for, unless there's an incoming aircraft that was clear them before they're even on the runway, they'll clear them for takeoff.
16 left, anchor.
That was happening a lot the other night. Trying to stay hydrated.
United 2205, cross runway 16 left, go straight into Whiskey, short of alleyway 88, and
then right
contact
behind
South
them, it's a Delta flight, an A321 headed to LAX.
United 2205, we're going to cross 16 left, straight into Whiskey, and spot 88 over ramp. Thanks for the help today, guys. United 2205.
Alaska 355, South Tower at Quebec, cross runway 16 center, cross runway 16 left.
Quebec, cross 16 center, cross 16 left, Alaska 355.
Delta 554, contact departure, see ya.
Departure, see ya, Delta 554.
Horizon 2069, South Tower, November, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Quit stepping on each other.
Bravo to spot 99,
You think in
contact
2026
South
we'd
ramp.
have a better way to
Spot 99
communicate
over South Ramp, left
with air traffic control?
Alaska 1428, South Tower,
Only one
runway
person could be
16
talking
left,
at a
line
time.
traffic crossing.
Actually, that's probably a good thing, but
16 left,
that
Alaska
silly,
1428.
you know, when people are stepping on each other, that's what they call it.
Horizon 269, you might have transmitted on different frequencies
Be
to
nice if
verify
they
on
could
November, hold short runway 16
have a different
left.
way to deal with that.
November, hold short 16 left, horizon 26.
All right, there goes our MAX 9 down to Sacramento. Here's our LA flight. And then right behind them is another Delta flight. And it's another 7.5 headed out to Detroit. A lot of 7.5 action today. We're not going to see these around for too much longer, so enjoy them while you can.
16 left, 1428.
Delta 2914, South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
16 left, line up 08, Delta 2914.
Do have an Alaska flight. Let's see here. From Santa Ana, I believe they're lining up for the left side. Yes, they are. There's our 7.5. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, that's yeah, that's 7.5. Probably one of the most underappreciated aircraft out there. This particular one is 22 years old. Still going strong.
Delta 2914, runway 16 left, cleared, full takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 2914.
Delta 1706, South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
Line up, Wade, 16 left, Delta 1706.
Alaska 1428, contact departure, see ya.
There they go.
We're switching Alaska 1428 today.
Southwest 739, South Tower at Quebec, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Cross 16 center, hold short of 16 left, southwest 739.
Delta 2870 South Tower, Papa, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Papa cross 16
I'm
center,
gonna do
hold
one
short
more
16
thing.
left, Delta
I just
2870.
noticed something with my microphone. I think that's right, but I'm gonna check one thing here. So that you're gonna hear the ambient go away for a second. Sorry about that. Ah, that's better. Wondering what had happened there. Okay.
Delta 1706, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
I remember this controller. I remember this controller. Clear for takeoff. This guy is very distinct.
South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
He sounds so bored, but he's just quick on the draw. It's the same thing over and over again, and it's just going, but it sounds like he's just bored out of his mind.
Delta 2914, contact departure, see ya.
Departure, Delta 2914, great day.
All right, so 1706 is on the way. See you later. There goes my camera again. Just does not want to stay put.
Tower 269, we got a passenger up.
Alright, sounds good. Just let me know when they're sitting down. We'll get you over there.
Thank you. What's going on? We got a passenger up. Okay.
Skywest 3220, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 16 left, Sky 3220.
Skywest 3490, South Tower, runway 16 left, line
This is
point.
SkyWest 3490, even though it's branded Alaska, SkyWest is the operator.
Delta 1706, contact departure.
You don't
Good
hear
day.
that usually
1706.
when you're just hanging out. Obviously Alaska is the flag that SkyWest operates under, and Horizon is another one that operates underneath the Alaska flag. Oh, just kind of hanging tight.
Skywest 3490, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear to take off, Skywest 3490.
Southwest 336, South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
16 left, lap away, Southwest 336.
There they go. Behind the trees. We just need all these just topped. All these trees.
Skywest
About right
3220, contact departure, see ya.
there.
See ya, Sky 3220.
All the way over. Get rid of it. I've got this funky little thing going on with my camera, but I'm gonna try to get it to play nice. Try being the operative word. There we go. Trying to get some leverage to keep that camera from continuously
Southwest
poking up.
336, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
All right, so what's coming up after this?
16 left, Southwest
Kind of coming into the frame here. This is a flight headed out to Denver. This is another. Oh, this is a 321. That is heading out. So if you haven't noticed yet, Alaska's primary hub is here, headquartered here
From November, back
at
taxi,
Alaska.
runway 16 center to Kilo, hold short, runway 16 left.
Is that for Alaska 471?
Yep, Alaska 471, from November, back taxi, runway 16 center to Kilo, hold short, runway
We
16
see,
left.
On the 16
from
we'll back
what
taxi to
what I've
Kilo and hold
seen
short
in
of
red,
16 left, 471.
apparently Alaska
Skywest
and
3490,
Delta
contact
are
departure,
kind
see
of
ya.
in a little bit of a turf war for
Tower
Seattle.
469, our passenger seated.
I see.
All right, last
I feel like
471, stay
that's
on
really
November,
hard
cross
for
16 center, hold short, 16
Delta
left.
to unseat
Again for last
Alaska
471.
from their headquartered hub,
471,
but
cross
you
runway
know,
16
stranger
center.
things have happened. But I'm
Okay,
pretty
we'll just
sure that
cross
Alaska's
16
going to be
here on
locked in
November for last 471.
a heated battle with them for dominance here.
Cross 16 left, taxi towards the gate, contact ramp.
Cross 16 left in November, November ramp, Horizon 2069.
Alaska 471, cross 16 left as well, contact
Okay,
ground
there
on
goes our
Bravo.
United
All
flight
right,
to
we'll cross
Denver.
16 left as well and over to ground, last
Just a
471.
1-year-old plane.
Southwest 739, cross 16 left, Bravo to spot 99, contact south ramp.
Cross 16
Okay,
left,
they're
Bravo
holding.
to 99.
What are they holding for? Are they going to clear them?
Delta 2870, cross 16 left, Bravo to spot 99, contact south ramp.
What's going
Cross
on with this?
16 left, Bravo 99 south ramp to
We'll see.
2870.
Southwest 336, contact departure, see you.
Southwest 336, switch on seal.
United 1351, south tower, runway 16 left, line point, traffic crossing.
Line
Okay.
up, wait, 16 left,
Line up and wait.
1351.
So if you are just joining us, I mentioned at the start of the show, we did capture a Lufthansa 340 when I was setting up, and so I replayed that so that you guys could see it. So you can rewind to the beginning of the show and see that Airbus 340 as it landed. And also that today will probably stream till about 3 p.m. local time.
United
So that
1351,
is
runway 16
about
left,
2 hours
full
from now.
takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff. 1351.
It is actually, it's a really nice day here. There's kind of just very interesting cloud cover. Just sun's poking in and out. Temperatures, I mean, you really can't beat it. It's probably right around 70 degrees right now, and the winds are out of the south, so get a nice little gust every now and then to cool you off in between the sun poking in and out of the clouds. Really nice. Not like this all year long, that's for sure. There goes our United flight to Denver.
Alaska 1477, south tower on
And
Papa,
then we've got
cross
2 more
runway
flights coming
16
in.
center, hold short, runway 16 left.
Papa, cross 16 center, hold short, 16 left, Alaska 1477.
We had some interesting flights the other night. We had a Condor, which I
Right,
really don't.
45,
I don't
brigade
enjoy
out
the paint
push,
job,
that
but I
Mike,
know a lot of
cross
people
16 left,
have opinions
go
that they like it
straight
or they
into
don't like
whiskey
it.
and
It's not my
contact
favorite,
ramp.
but
Cross 16
it was
left,
cool to see.
straight into
You know, there's
whiskey
just
and contact
A350
runway
after A350 after
Alaska
A330 after
1477,
A330. It's like,
cross 16 left,
wow, this feels like
contact
Airbus's
ground.
headquarters right in Boeing's backyard.
Alaska 1477, United.
United 1351, contact departure.
All right, so
see
leading
ya.
this line,
Departure, United 1351, see ya.
we have a special livery. This is Disneyland livery, Pixar Pier livery. Pixar Pier livery. That's why it looks a little funky. We'll catch a good side shot of that as it turns west to leave on 16 left, assuming that's where it's going. And then right behind them is an American flight all the way down to Miami. And we have a United flight right behind them, headed over to Washington. And this this Pixar livery is actually going up to Anchorage. This is a 737-800 series. Pretty old, 14 years old.
Alaska 657, south tower, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 left, Alaska 657.
Okay, so they've been cleared for takeoff already. Like I said, they haven't even gotten close to the end of the runway, and they're going to turn right now. They've already been cleared, so they're just going to hop on and get going. There's that special livery. I haven't seen a new Toy Story yet. I heard it's pretty good. Right. I heard it's a little bit of a tearjerker too, which I don't know if I need that in my life, but whatever. Sorry.
American 654, south tower, runway 16 left, line point.
Yeah, so we're gonna line up
Wait,
late.
16 left, American 654.
Already getting them up on out of
Kevin
here.
302, south tower,
That means our
November,
Pixar
cross runway
livery
16
should be
center, hold short, runway 16 left.
poking out of here
November
real
cross
quick.
16 center, hold short 16 left, Skywest 3802.
Tower Delta 280 heavy, ILS 16 left.
280 heavy, 16 left. All right.
Delta 20 heavy, south tower, traffic holds in position, wind 21010, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 16 left, Delta 280 heavy.
And they're from Shanghai. They'll be coming in. That's a A350 900 on arrival. So we're getting a good mix of special liveries and heavies. This is good. I like it. So they're going to hold in position. don't quite have a visual on them just yet, but I know where they're going to be coming from. So let's go ahead and zoom out again to get a good chance to you can see how far zoomed in I am. This is
Super takeoff 16 left, American 654.
This is actually 75 millimeters. This is as far back as I can get. But we're going to come up and then over. Get to look at the sky here.
16 left, line up and wait, 2131.
And I got a visual on them.
657, contact departure, see ya.
After departure, take it easy, Alaska 657.
There's our flight from Shanghai.
Tower Delta 280 Heavy, can we roll it to the end?
Delta 280 Heavy, affirmative, you can roll to the end.
Delta 280 Heavy, thank you.
Cool. They can go to the end.
United 2131, traffic on the 4 mile final, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16
wow,
left,
it's clearing for takeoff on the 4 mile final. Okay, well, I guess I do have to get up on out of here. I realized it did take that.
Alaska 7005, South Tower, November, cross runway 16 center, hold short.
It's interesting. You see a number of go-arounds here. I'm pretty sure it's a common occurrence throughout the day in any given airport, but you do see them here. I've seen them almost once a stream.
Good day, American 654.
And it's usually due to the preceding aircraft not vacating the runway fast enough. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. Uh-oh, what are they doing? Maybe a little wind gust there? That's from as they come out. He's kind of sinking there a little bit. What's going on?
United 2131, contact departure. Good day.
Good day, United 2131.
We'll see them touch down right around there somewhere. There they are. Oh, they did. Just heard them touch down.
South Tower, runway 16 left, line point, traffic will cross.
16 left, line point, left 16.
And what do we have here? That's a flight to Incheon. That's a 350 as well. Look at that. One lands, one takes off. So it's clear. I mean, I haven't seen a single
Skyway 3802, traffic goes in position.
a single Alaska Heavy depart yet, or arrive, for that matter.
At November, cross 16 left, and then proceed towards the gate, contact ground. Good day, East Coast 3802.
Left 7005, cross 16 left and contact ground.
Cross 16 left, contact ground, Alaska 7005.
Delta 280 Heavy, left turn your discretion. Taxi Bravo to spot 99, contact the south ramp.
Left turn discretion, Bravo to 99 ramp there. Delta
So this plane
280
is 8 years old, and they have in front of them a 4,500 mile, is that right? Yep, 4,500 mile journey, nautical miles. So with my shutter speed just a tad there.
Delta 1684, South Tower, Quebec, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
At Quebec, cross 16 center and hold short of 16 left, Delta 1684.
Alaska 658, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear takeoff.
Ready, open, clear for
Delta
takeoff.
197 Heavy, South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
16 left, line up and wait, Delta 197 Heavy.
As you can see, the scale of the 350 in relation to the 175s that are kind of like the little brothers or sisters.
Horizon 2262, South Tower, November, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
November, cross 16 center, hold short 16 left, Horizon 2262.
Delta 648, South Tower, Papa, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Alright, cross 16 center, up and hold short of 16 left, Delta 648.
And some 175s. Right behind them, 2 Alaska 175s. One to Vancouver, that's the first one. Second one's headed down to Portland.
Delta 197 Heavy, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 197 Heavy.
Remember, we do have a Emirates flight that's coming in as well. They're still
Alaska 658, contact departure.
little ways out.
See ya.
Good day, Alaska 658.
Resner 2005, South Tower, runway 16 left, line point, caution by turbulence departing, heavy Airbus 350, traffic will cross.
What's the runway? 2005.
Well, everybody's looking at a flight over there, so I'm going to go take a look. See what we see. Come on. Oh, it's a 787. That's why. Oh, no, it's not. That's the service one. Yeah, okay. Never mind. We seem better than that.
Resner 2262, traffic goes in position at November, cross runway 16 left, Bravo to your gate, contact the ramp.
November, cross 16 left, Bravo beam to gate, contact north ramp, present 2262.
Delta 6084, cross 16 left, Bravo to spot 99, contact south ramp.
Cross 16 left, spot 99 over ramp, Delta 1684.
Delta 648, cross
Good
16
day.
left,
See,
Bravo
it is
to spot 99, contact
115
south
local.
ramp.
Cross 16 left, Bravo, spot 99,
Gotta start it back up a little bit.
648.
Delta 197 Heavy, contact departure, see ya.
Pushing departure, have a great day, Delta 197 Heavy.
Here goes our heavy flight. Let's see if we can catch them. They're going to be out there. Are they already gone up? No, are they already gone? Yeah, we caught some flights out of here the other day. I can pan over. I've got a little bit of a utility box here, right there, but the tower is literally right behind this thing. Kind of see if it's out of focus. We do apparently have.
Resner 2005, runway 16
Yes,
left,
we
cleared
have
for takeoff.
a cargo flight. This is Korean Air cargo that is going to be headed out of here, and that's a
Horizon 2181, South Tower, runway
freighter.
16 left, line point.
That'll be heading out. That's coming out of the freight area.
2181.
This thing does not want to stay. I'm going to do something here that might
Horizon
force it.
2143, South Tower, November, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway
just a
16 left.
touch.
And November, cross runway 16 center, hold short 16 left, Horizon 2143.
There we go. That helps. Nope, that didn't help at all. Okay, never mind. Drives me crazy. I gotta counterbalance this camera. I clearly have issues with the camera wanting to go up on me after it gets about level. All right. Sorry about that. So that flight to Incheon is.
Horizon
I see him.
2181, runway
Actually,
16
you'll
left, clear for
see.
takeoff.
Left, clear for takeoff, Horizon 21.
Alaska 441, South Tower, runway 16 left, line
You
point.
should see that.
What's that, Bravo, Alaska 441?
I mean, it's right there.
Horizon
See that?
2005, contact departure.
The
See ya.
tail, the Korean Air tail coming out momentarily there. Little peekaboo window to see. See, there they are right there. They're moving out. There it is. back to our departing flights that are lining up. If you're new to the channel, just hit that subscribe button. It is free, doesn't cost you a dime.
Full takeoff.
And you can chat.
Take off 16 left, left, 441.
Horizon 2291 South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
16 left, line up 08, horizon 7691.
Okay, so the Alaska flight that is kind of hidden behind the trees there, that's headed to Pullman. That is home of, there's our Korean Air cargo.
Yep.
Take care, Horizon 2181.
Alaska 315,
Washington
South
State
Tower,
University,
November, back
University
taxi, runway 16
Cougars.
center, Mike, hold short, runway 16
And
left.
November on to 16
this
center, back
flight,
taxi
this
to
United
Mike,
flight that we're looking at
hold
right
short,
now is
16
actually
left,
headed out. This is 737 MAX 9 headed out to Newark. And there is our 777 freighter.
Horizon 2181, contact departure, see ya. Horizon 2291, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left for takeoff, Horizon 2291.
United 1708 South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
On the weight 16 left, United 1708.
Yeah. Hello.
Alaska 441, contact departure, see ya.
Alaska 441, good.
There's a bunch of people running around here with long lenses on their cameras. It's just kind of fun to watch. I didn't have any of this the other night. I mean, literally, Friday night was just a ghost town here
United
at this spot.
1708, runway 16
Hey, and
left,
Pip,
cleared
if you're
for
still on
takeoff.
here, I want to say thank you for
16 left,
introducing me
United
to this
1708.
spot because
Korean 9210 heavy,
it
South
is
Tower, runway 16
it's
left,
you know
line point.
it's got some great views. It's not the best, it's not panoramic, but it is definitely a great way to look at the departing aircraft off of 16 left. You know, also the landing aircraft on 16 left, but even I was here not too long ago catching a bunch of departing aircraft from 34 right, which is the same runway, just in the opposite direction. And I got some good shots, really good shots, especially with the heavies because they're not too high. There they go. Behind the trees. You should probably hear them as soon as they spool up those engines.
Korean 9210 heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Yep.
Runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Korean 9210 heavy.
Okay, this flight right behind is actually headed to Victoria. Now, Victoria as a destination from Seattle, I could see. Vancouver taking a flight, I mean, I guess so as well because you get the border crossing. But Victoria is not easy to get to unless you're on a ferry or on a Kenmore air flight. Kenmore is a local operator here for the float planes. And it's a great flight.
South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
You may have seen the footage from one of those Kenmore aircraft that unfortunately crashed the other day. They were trying to avoid weather, and
United 1708, contact departure.
I'm not sure exactly what happened,
United
but it was
1708,
unfortunate. But everybody survived, which is great. Okay, so these two flights here, this next one is
hold short, runway 16 left.
Kailua Kona
Hold short 16 left on Papa
out to Hawaii. Korean 787 pushback right on. Thanks, Jake. And then so this is a MAX 9 headed out to Hawaii, and then right behind them is
315 at Mike.
321 that's headed to Fort Lauderdale.
Traffic codes in position.
Clear to cross 16 left at Mike, last 315.
Horizon 2143, cross 16 left. Bravo, tier gate, contact ramp.
Cross runway 16 left, Bravo to the gate ramp, horizon 2143.
Skywest 3736, cross 16 left, Bravo to spot 99, contact south ramp.
Cross 16 left, Bravo to 99, contact south ramp, Skywest 3736.
Hello Tower, United 143 Heavies, 8 miles out on 16 left.
All right. Heard that. 8 miles out on 16 left.
Yeah, 143 Heavy, South Tower, traffic holds in position, wind 210 at 10, gust 14, runway 16 left, clear to land.
From Denver to Seattle, this is a
143 Heavy.
143 Heavy is a 7879.
Like you have a full gate, plan to roll out to the end.
We'll roll out to the end, United 143 Heavy.
Hey, always a full gates up in here.
Heavy, contact departure.
Always.
Today.
Like every day. Hear that every day. Every time I stream, that's what I hear. Okay, I already got the eyes on 787. Let's go over there. And look down the barrel of the lens.
149, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 left, horizon 2149.
There it is.
Alaska 120 Heavy, South Tower at Quebec, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Cross 16 center at Quebec, hold short 16 left at Quebec, Alaska 120.
Can't believe this bird's 11 years old already. 2015 manufacturing. Wow. We did have that little unfortunate incident back in 2020 that stopped a lot of air traffic, but still. Can't believe the 787's this old. Or actually, they're older, but still can't believe it.
Horizon 2149, contact departure, see ya.
Over to departure, horizon 2149, take care.
Skywest 3992, South Tower at Papa, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
At Papa, cross 16 center, hold short to 16 left, Skywest 3992.
Back down to our departure end. Or arrival end, depending on your direction.
Alaska 204 South Tower, runway 16 left, line point, Chapel cross.
Hopefully we'll catch one of those 787s. Their Aurora livery. So as I pointed out, oops, let me see if I can, sorry, I didn't mean to, actually on my iPad here real quick, I wanted to show you guys something. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see. So, switch over here.
Yeah, 143 Heavy, turn left at the end. And then
I'll read that out in a
Bravo,
second, but here is, we don't need that sidebar. Here's the
south ramp.
localizer,
at the end, taxi
ILS or localizer for runway 16 left, which is the runway that we're focused on right now. So when the planes are coming in, you can see
they're on 122.27.
they'll check in usually about
122.27, United 143 Heavy.
If they're doing anything, they'll check in.
Contact south ramp.
Right, so downtown Seattle's right here.
Left, Bravo, spot
right,
99.
and so they'll check in generally right around here.
Alaska 120.
Just depends. So this area right here is this is like UW area, University of Washington. This is Lake Washington here. This is the Puget Sound, Elliott Bay, right? So this is where they're checking in generally here. So this is for the left side. You can see if I zoom or go down here, when they're, so that particular checkpoint is SNQ right there. And you see SNQ is right here, right?
Delta
That's 15 miles out. And Helzer is another one that they'll check in on. Just really depends. So But that's usually the way the heavy traffic works. So they're at about 5,000 feet, between 4 and 5,000 feet when they're checking in. Hope that helps a little bit. If it doesn't, if it just confused you more, I'm sorry about that. But that's what they do. So let's see what you had to say. Friday evening, I was on an Alaska flight from San Jose to Seattle. Takeoff was aborted just when the front wheels were about to off ground. Plane hurled down the runway for a while before stopping. Oh, they flew you in the next day. Did they ever tell you what the problem was? I'd be curious.
Alaska
Might even be able to look it up on the ATC website.
Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 left, Alaska 204.
Okay, it looks like our JAL flight is
Delta
active.
338 South Tower, runway 16 left.
Yep, they're taxiing up. JAL and Korea, 2787s back to back, are taxiing out right now. Yeah, aborted takeoffs are kind of, they freak out the passengers. The pilots they practice them all the time because it happens. Last thing you want to do, there's a speed at which the pilots have to proceed with the takeoff, and at that point, that speed they're committed, right? So, anything above that speed, there's no going back. They have to lift off and hopefully gain some altitude and be able to
Quebec, back taxi, runway
come back around and do an emergency landing. It does happen more frequently than you think. And it could be anything. It could be an engine indicator. It could be just something that once the engines spool up and all the systems are running at max power, that it wasn't detected when they were on the ground running at idle or just slightly above idle. And once they get going, they, could be a tire pressure thing. It really just depends. And so anything below that decision speed is they can slam on the brakes and do a rejected takeoff. And that happens. That happened to you, which is fortunate, because had they gone beyond that speed, they would have had to commit,
Quebec, cross runway 16 center,
and or they would risk running off the end of the runway. So you don't want that happening.
16 left, Scandinavian 937 heavy.
Okay. Well, see, there you go. So yeah, the sensors could have been just okay. So let me give you a little insight into the way the aviation community is, especially when it comes to pilots. They are very careful to what to broadcast on frequency. The frequencies they're talking on. They're very careful, because if something were to come up and there were to be an investigation, of course, any of those recordings could be used potentially against them. So naturally, they tend not to reveal too much while they're talking on frequency. And when they talk to passengers, same thing. A passenger can say, "Well, the pilot told me this," and if that passenger gets subpoenaed for an investigation, then that pilot could be on the hook for something that may or may not have been accurate. So they keep tight-lipped about that for a reason. They won't say anything. I guarantee if there's anything wrong with the aircraft, they'll say something like that, a faulty sensor. They don't say what sensor. They don't say what was the fault. They don't say anything. It's just a faulty sensor. So there's a reason for that. That's why when you talk to people, quote unquote, off the record, you do it face to face or over the phone, and never via an email or letter. Life hack for you. Okay, so JAL is taxiing up, Korea is taxiing up. Oh, and we have a Hawaiian 330. We got 3 heavies back to back to back. This is pretty rad. This allows me to fully exercise this lens, so they'll be poking out of there real soon. Take a look here. That's 3.
Go 3878 South Tower at Papa, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Papa cross 16 center, hold short 16 left, Scott.
You know, oh, we do have a Alaska 787
Delta 2922, you're behind your company 73, cross 16 left, taxi towards your gate,
might be heading
contact
out
the
here
ramp.
soon. I don't ever want to catch any unfortunate incidents
behind company,
with
cross
live
16
streaming.
left.
The whole purpose of this
Over the
channel
ramp,
is to
Delta
celebrate
2922.
aviation, not try and chase
23
down
Tango,
stories.
cross runway
But
16 left, the southwest will wait for you.
no, accidents
and
do
taxi
happen.
towards
I
your
mean,
gate,
we've
contact
at
south
best
ramp.
I've seen
Cross 16 left, November.
rough landings, go arounds, that kind of stuff, and that's all that.
Go
That's
with
normal
4139, cross runway 16 left,
not
Bravo
witnessed
to spot
any
99, contact the south ramp.
crashes or
Cross
any kind of
16
accidents.
left,
of any
Bravo,
kind.
spot 99 over south ramp, Skywest 4139.
But you know, having people like us around with the high resolution cameras instead of those silly airport web cameras that everything's still grainy even in 2026
2508 South Tower, Quebec, cross runway 16
makes it hard to kind of really determine what might have happened if something does go wrong.
left on Quebec,
So I'm assuming that if I ever did capture something, I would probably be submitting evidence as to whatever investigation they were conducting. But I don't wish that. I mean,
Delta 2508, you're behind the two Embraers crossing at Papa.
Okay,
Follow
so
them
what
into
is
99,
happening now?
Cross 16 left and contact the south ramp.
Well, besides the three heavies taxiing back to back,
into the ramp at 99 behind the two Embraers.
we do have some inbounds. We do have a Salt Lake City to Seattle inbound. And there is our first heavy of the lineup. And I'm going to do this one time, not three times, because it gets annoying. There it is.
Here it comes! Get ready for the heavy!
Promise, just once. For these three. Believe it or not, I use those as visual cues when I'm scrolling through the footage afterwards to determine when I want to chapter mark the heavy flights. It's a selfish reason I use it for too, but it's kind of fun.
Alaska 899 heavy, South Tower, runway 16 left, line point, traffic will cross.
Line up away, 16 left, Alaska 899 heavy.
16 left, 899 heavy.
President 2231,
oh, that's the
position.
Hawaiian
You're behind the
okay.
Delta tail ERJ, cross 16 left,
identify as
contact ramp.
Okay, behind the Delta tail
Hawaiian
ERJ, cross 16
even though they got
left,
the Hawaiian
order
livery
and
on.
press 2231.
That bird is so big, the wings go outside the frame of the camera. You can tell by the heat waves in the distance that it's a warm-ish day. I mean, it's not Texas hot day, but it's a warmish day. There goes the Hawaiian livery. And I guess Alaska's plan is to keep the Hawaiian livery on the older aircraft that they will eventually be retiring and be switching over to 787s for most of the heavy fleet. I don't know what their plan is at all, but I'm guessing that's what's happening. We shall see. All right, so that's the Korean Air that's headed to Incheon. Great airport, by the way. I had to transit through Incheon once on my way to Osaka, which is kind of weird coming from Seattle. You overshoot Osaka.
Alaska
and then
99
backtrack.
heavy, wind 24010, gust
like
17, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
10-hour like over or something like that. It's stupid, but
Skyway 3881 South Tower at Quebec, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
yeah.
At Quebec, cross 16 center, hold short 16
They have
left.
everything there. I mean, it's like a little hotel
Korean
for
042 heavy,
guests.
South Tower,
They have
runway 16
showers,
left,
beds,
line point,
all that
crossway
fun stuff.
turbulence, departing heavy Airbus 330.
Roger, line up and made. Runway 16 left, Korean 042.
All right, so that's our Korean Air. That is a 1-year-old 787. And it's still got the old livery on it, which I'm guessing is because they took delivery of it right after right before the change, and they're like, oh, I just got it painted. I'm not going to paint it again. There they go. And then right behind them is our JAL flight, JAL, that's headed out to Tokyo. Yes, Alaska did, I guess, refurbish in the sense that they probably retrofitted the 787s with Alaska like interior, and yes, they did repaint them. But a lot of the Alaska 787s that they're taking delivery now are relatively new.
Heavy, wind 27010, gust 17, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16 left, coordinated 042.
Japan Air 67 heavy, South Tower, caution by sporting heavy, Boeing 787, 16 left, line point.
Line up on the way to runway 16 Lima, Japan Air 67 heavy.
So that is a flight. I have done that flight to Tokyo many, many times from Seattle. It is 4,000 miles.
Heavy, contact departure. Good day.
And
Good
it
day,
feels
Alaska,
like it.
899 heavy.
It is awful in the winter months where the headwinds are super strong. It's like a 10.5, 11-hour flight. And I know they just did an ultra long haul from France to Australia on the new A350-1000. Was it LUR? Just recently, and it was some ridiculous amount of time. But yeah, I can't sit on a plane for that long. It's just not fun. It's not fun. I mean, maybe in first class, but I mean, at that point, just might as well go private. Okay, so Louis, I'm on the north side of the field, so here, let me show you on the map here. Kind of see. It's not a secret spot or anything like that, but you can see. This is you can see right here, like the aircraft that we're watching. They're all lining up right here. See the circle just up to the north where it says Riverton Heights? That circle is a massive water tank that's literally directly behind me. And there's a park here, and there's parking here. This is where I have been spotting from if I'm catching the south flow traffic.
Alaska 664 South Tower, November, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
Hope that helps.
Cross 16 center, short 16
If you go to, I forget, what is it, spotterguide.net, or there is a website that has ideal spotting locations, trust me, there is no such thing as an ideal spotting location at Seattle International. Even the new observation deck that they set up and they opened up just about a month ago, it's not ideal if you're going to be recording, especially in the evenings, because it's glassed in. It's indoor, outdoor, but it's glassed in. So you're going to pick up all kinds of reflections, especially when that sun hits the glass. I don't know how often they clean it. I don't know how clean it is. So I haven't even bothered with it. But you can get into the airport if you want, and you can go out there. And I think one day I might just head over there just to watch, just to see what I can see. But you can get a bird's eye or a panoramic view of the airport from that spot. You just have to deal with glass. That's the only downside of that one. But there's this spot here, and then I have another spot on the south side of the field. But that's really ideal for north flow traffic. And the way I'm looking at it right now, it's looking like it's going to be south flow for the next couple of days. They can always change, the winds can always shift, and if it's a north flow, that southern spot,
United 1289 South Tower on Quebec,
it's in front of like a towing company and a Hertz dealership. That's a good spot too, and they don't bug you. You know, you just set up there. They don't bug me here at all. Matter of fact, a park ranger came by twice the other day and nothing. They don't care. This is a public place. As long as you're not goofing off and doing something silly, they don't really care. But Seattle's not ideal for plane spotting, unfortunately. and you have to have a long lens. I mean, this spot here, I'm on a 400 millimeter lens, which with this camera is actually a 650 millimeter equivalent. So, I mean, you can see here if I zoom out, and this is going to be 75 on the wide end. That's how far away I am, and you're not even capturing what's in the foreground. That fence that's in front of me, that's easily 100 feet away. So you have to have a long lens to be able to, if you want to get some good pictures or videos. But thanks for asking. I mean, I love, the more we can collectively show Seattle that there are people interested in plane spotting here, given the variety of traffic. I mean, granted, there's a ton of Alaska traffic, but given the variety of traffic and the types of aircraft that we get in here, it's not like LAX, it's not like JFK, it's not like SFO, but it is still a decent airport for plane spotting from. And the topography around here is nice too, because it is, unlike
United 1424
like
tower,
SFO's, kind of out in the water in a peninsula. LAX is a little bit in a valley. That's nice because you can shoot down at the aircraft. But here, between where I am and the aircraft, there's a significant drop, and then the airport itself is on a plateau. So it's kind of flat. Not entirely flat, because you see when these aircraft take off, they kind of dip below the horizon or of the field, and then they come back up.
Alaska 680, runway 16 left.
We have a Virgin aircraft that's coming from Heathrow. Where they go? There they are.
287 South Tower, runway 16 left.
Okay. Well, they just decided to sneak up on me.
2287.
Oh, they're gone. I can show you this. This is an interesting thing I pointed out. Can't really see it with all the reflections in here, but see that structure right there? That is the landing light structure for 16 right. Yeah, that's for 16 right. That extends off the end of the runway, and that shows you that they had to build that to make it level. They had to build this out, and it's all the way out. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can change my lens or change my, yeah, that's why it's kind of dark. Give me 1 second here. Brighten it up a little bit. There we go. You can see the structure. It extends all the way to the end of the runway, which is over here, but then it just keeps going and going. And this thing's elevated pretty high in the sky, so it just gives you an idea of what's going on here. It's the airport's it's a nice airport to
departure. Good day.
To
Delta 2442
to view from. It's not a great airport to record or stream from. And that's, that's on them. They could have made it much easier, but they chose not to.
Southwest 4910, South Tower, runway 16 left, line point.
Line point, 16 left, Southwest 4910.
Alaska 680, contact departure. Good day.
Yeah, Jay. See, that's the thing. I just don't. I'm not a fan of that. You're not tuning in to see me, or a reflection of me. That's why. I mean, I do have an alternate camera that I could put myself on camera if I wanted to, and I got a camera switcher. I can switch between 3 different inputs anytime I want, but you guys aren't tuning in to look at me. Oh, look at what we have here. That is a British Airways 787-10, a 1-year-old Dreamliner that is headed to London Heathrow. Look at that. And no shade on anybody who wants to stream from there, not at all. It's just not my style. It's not my thing. That's why I get asked all the time. Are you going to go there? Are you going to go there? And, yeah, I'll probably go there, but I'm just not going to. It's not going to be my. It's not going to be my primary spot for spotting. Yeah. So British Airways will mix it up here. So this is 787. They bring in 777-300 ER. And of course, the 787-10 variant is the longest of the. They have the 787-8, 9, 10. And of course, with the Max,
Alaska 700, runway 16 left.
with the Max series, 737 Max series, you now have coming soon the 7 series. You have already the 8, 9 series, and then they're going to have a 10 as well. So you're going to have 7, 8, 9, 10.
Southwest 4910, contact departure. See ya.
4910, going departure. Good day.
Hello. So the sun has kind of taken a dip away. That's why it's gotten a little darker. So they're taking the actives. We probably don't have any aircraft on final. Not even close right now. Keep an eye on that. We do have quite the lineup happening, though. We've got, I count with the British Airways, 1, 2, 3,
Speedbird 4 Alpha Heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 16 left, Speedbird 4 Echo Alpha Heavy.
Speedbird, probably the best call sign there is. Speedbird
1120 South Tower,
and
runway
Shamrock. Shamrock is Air Lingus.
Starting heavy, Boeing 787, traffic will cross.
So 321 headed out to Salt Lake City.
That will see Alaska 700.
And then we got our aircraft here. This is an American flight headed to Charlotte. Oh, no, wait, that says, what is it doing? Maybe it's heading back to Charlotte. I don't know. Flight radar doesn't have an accurate departure for that. That's right here. Alaska flight is LAX. Of other aircraft. See, the lineup is happening. Here's our Speedbird departure. Catch that.
United 1424, traffic goes in position at Papa, cross runway 16 left, Bravo to your gate, contact the south ramp.
Okay, at Papa, cross 16 left, Bravo to the gate, over the south ramp, United 1424.
Virgin 105 Heavy, cross runway 16 left, taxi Bravo to spot 88, contact the south ramp.
Cross runway 16 left. On Bravo to spot 88, contact ramp, Virgin 105 Heavy.
Speedbird 4 Alpha Heavy, contact departure, see ya.
Departures, good day, Speedbird 4 Alpha Heavy.
All right, Jay, you can do a lot of things on a 10-hour flight, on a 14-hour flight. One of the things you can do is sleep. I personally can't sleep for that long. A lot of people take sleeping aids and then they just go to sleep, and you know, nothing wrong with that. Wake up in your destination or close to it, enough in time for breakfast or dinner, whatever time you're supposed to be acclimating to. Somebody like me will probably, but well, this is back in the day. I guess nowadays most of the airlines have just a whole mess of movies that you can watch, and if you really think about it, it's like, how often can you watch YouTube, or how long can you watch YouTube, and then kind of map that out and say, okay, well, I could probably hang for that. The thing that you can't really do, and some people do it, but it just looks silly and it looks a little awkward, and it freaks out some passengers. People will do laps. They will literally do laps inside the plane. They won't go all the way to first class, but they'll go to the forward galley, or the, not the forward galley, but the one galley, usually the main entrance of the aircraft. And they'll cut through the galley, which the flight attendants really don't like. And then they'll go all the way to the back galley, the main aft galley, and then just cut back. They just look silly, but people will get out in the middle of the aisle and stretch, and you know, sometimes that's good to do, just because, you know, that whole, I don't know, I forget what the syndrome's called, but it's a thrombosis, I think, something like that, where, you know, people, you get blood clots because you're not moving enough. I was talking with my wife about this last night. She said that she was on a 12-hour or 13-hour flight to Japan because of the headwinds, and she couldn't handle it. And she's probably one of the calmest people I know, and she couldn't handle it. So,
Alaska 696, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, takeoff, Alaska 696.
And there are a lot of
29, runway 16 left,
legal
line up
and
wait.
not so legal
25,
substances that you
29,
can use to help you too, if you know what I mean.
Delta 1120.
I'm not
contact
advocating for it.
departure
I'm just saying people do it.
Targeted on 120.
Okay, so this flight, this American flight that just took or is taking the active, still says it's
Class 785, Delta
going
Tower
from
on,
Charlotte to
cross,
Seattle.
runway
Well, it's
16
clearly
center,
here in
hold short,
Seattle
runway
already.
16 left.
So I think it's going back to Charlotte, but I could be wrong.
785.
It's flight radar. Flight radar does us dirty sometimes. Okay, and this 175 that is passing through the camera frame right now. That is headed up to Vancouver. Delta flight 3748. Little 175, 8 years old. I rag on the 175. You know what? It's better than the
25, 29,
CRJs.
runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
It really is. The CRJs just they feel like
Take up 16 left.
they're so cramped, and they're really only good for me at least. They're only really good for really short flights, like 30 minutes or less, and then it becomes impractical for a lot of airlines to even use them. So that's why you don't see a lot of CRJs anymore. I think the 175s are a better alternative. At least you can stand up on them all the way. So this flight here, that Delta flight, is headed out to Pasco, Washington. And then the flight right behind them is a 737-700, the Squatty 700. And that one is headed up to Juneau. Yeah, see, so some people like the pace, and I get it. I think some people are like, what is this person doing? Why aren't they sitting down?
This guy with 3748.
There's a prime air
left,
767 landing on the right side. It's already too late to catch it. There's
with
a window of being
3891,
able to catch
left,
those
line
aircraft on the right side. Is virtually, it's like maybe a second or two at most. I'm not even going to bother panning over there. To each their own, right?
American 25,
But certainly getting up and stretching, that's just natural. I mean, think about driving in a car for 14 hours without stopping.
Altimeter 3006.
No, nobody's going to do that. I mean, some people do, but I don't. So I'm not really sure what this Alaska flight's doing. You're holding up the line, but
603 on Papa cross, runway 16 center, hold short of runway 16 left.
Papa cross 16 center, hold short of 16 left, Alaska 603.
Oh, that's what they're doing.
2133 on November cross, runway 16 center, hold short, runway 16 left.
On November, cross 16 center, hold short 16
Okay,
left.
so I see what they're doing there. They're moving some of the aircraft over to the center because it's starting to back up.
3891, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, 1039.
Alaska 435, runway 16 left.
So,
16 left,
Lewis, to answer your question on that, I haven't tried it, but I will say this. There are two things about it that kind of are not ideal. First of all, it is its signature, and it is their parking lot. And I've gone there on the weekends when nobody else is there, and I've sat there and watched planes, and nobody chased me off. There are signs that say no parking, customer parking only, that kind of stuff.
79 Seattle Tower at November.
So
runway 16 center.
There's that.
Short, runway
the second thing is, from a spotter point of view, there's a,
Okay, roger that.
like, I'm guessing it's a 15-foot high fence. It's a chain link fence, but shooting through it, not ideal. Not ideal. And if you come out there with a 20-foot pole and put your camera on top of it, they're probably going to talk to you.
Alaska
So
435,
I wouldn't advise it. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I haven't tried it, but it is definitely not. Oops, I didn't want to do that.
Southwest 4956, caution the jet left at Charlie. Cross,
it's not
runway
ideal.
16 left, runway 16 center.
It is an amazing spot to be able to see landing aircraft on 16 left. I'm sorry, 34 left. And 34 right, especially 34 right, because 34 right has a displaced threshold that's further south than 34 left. However, again, you have the chain link fence to go through, and they make it quite clear that they really don't want people hanging out there. I don't know what the big deal is, but every airport's got their thing, and I'm guessing they've had problems there, so they just chase people off. I'm guessing. Okay, so coming into the frame here is a Delta flight.
Horizon 2306, traffic goes in position at Mike, cross runway
321
16 left
headed
behind
out
Air France,
to Atlanta.
and then contact ground.
Cross 16 left at Mike and then
And
contact
then
ground,
right
Horizon
behind
2306.
them is, of course,
November,
looks like
cross
737, Alaska 737 out to DCA.
475.
Alaska 785, Papa, cross runway 16 left, contact ground.
Cross 16 left.
Washington,
Alaska 785.
D.C.
Horizon 2133 at November, cross runway 16 left, straight ahead to box 77, contact the north ramp.
And November, cross 16 left, straight ahead, and north ramp, Horizon 2133.
Horizon 2306, correction, straight ahead into the Whiskey Lane, contact the north ramp. Alaska 603 on Papa, cross runway 16 left, and contact ground.
Cross 16 left, call ground,
All right.
Alaska 603.
And we still have a bit of a
435,
line
contact
of
departure.
aircraft going.
We'll see
Now,
Alaska 435.
I
And
do see,
433.79 heavy on November, cross
can see
runway
it
16
here.
left, contact ground, traffic is in position.
I do see a Alaska
Cross
787 with
16
the
left,
Aurora
November,
livery
contact ground, Air Transport
appearing to push back,
Southwest 4956, runway 16 center,
but
cleared for takeoff.
it says Seattle to not available, so... Huh. Notice that the registration still says, well, you may not be able to see it, but it's it says 780HA Hawaiian Airlines, right? So that was a Hawaiian Airlines aircraft that's 5 years old. That makes sense. So they're slowly stacking them up. We will see if we'll see if they actually are going somewhere. But we do have a Air France flight. So another one. This is a 350-900 that is out to Paris, Charles de Gaulle. Only been there once. It's for a very short business trip.
4062, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Kind of an intense airport.
Clear
If
for
I
takeoff,
remember correctly.
16 left, Scales 40.
Delta 542, runway 16 left, line and wait.
Line point 16 left, Delta 542.
Southwest 4956, contact departure, thanks.
Departure 4956, have a good one.
All right. Yeah, well, what are they doing? So we got that flight. I'm going to see what this Alaska flight does, if anything. So our Delta flight out to Atlanta is on the active now. Our flight to DCA is about ready. And then what's that's what we're looking at, dead center. Well, not dead center anymore, but I don't know what I'm talking about. And then we have an American 321 that's headed out to Jesus, come on, flight radar. It came from Philadelphia. Is it going back to Philadelphia? I think.
Right, 16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 542.
Alaska 2, runway 16 left, line and wait.
So Alaska 2.
Alaska 2.
That was 4062, contact departure, good day.
Yeah, Jay, that might be an excellent point.
Runway 3440,
that is
Delta Tower,
probably
November,
what's happening
cross,
because
runway
it doesn't
16
seem to be
center,
moving
hold
very
short,
quickly.
runway 16 left.
November, cross 16 center, short 16 left, envoy 3440.
More than likely is the case. This is probably the obvious, well, not probably, it is the highest concentration of Alaska 787s in the world because this is where they originate from. So we have Rome, I think we have Heathrow now, Incheon, Haneda is another flight.
Alaska 2, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
So they all come back here.
16 left, Alaska 2.
I heard
American
that
25,
actually it
34,
was,
runway 16
what was it?
left,
It was
line
Runway 16 left,
about a week ago that 787 departing out of Rome was
runway 16 center,
had to
hold
turn
short,
back.
runway 16 left.
They had some issues. Again, they didn't say what the issues were, but they had issues. So
Delta
whatever that
542,
means.
contact departure, good day.
Departure Delta 542, take care.
I remember when the North Gates, the November Gates, were United predominantly, and the 777 that I flew to Tokyo was parked, I believe it was November 8 or November 9. Okay, this flight here, Alaska flight,
American 2534, runway 16
headed out
left,
to
clear for
Kansas
takeoff.
City, 737-900,
American 2534.
and then hot on there. I see that Charles de Gaulle flight coming up.
Line up and wait, traffic across.
And then our
Line up and wait.
special livery honoring those who served. We've seen this aircraft here a lot. I think it's here almost daily. That's going to be coming up right behind them, and they're headed out to or down to Ontario. And you can see it. Here, I'll just pan a little bit to the left. There it is. Slowly but surely, here it comes. So we've had a ridiculous amount of heavies already. It's just, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, depending upon your point of view, you know, they haven't been in the air. They've been on the ground, and we catch them on the ground. But sometimes it's cool to be able to see the planes like
traffic goes in position at November cross
for a couple of minutes instead of a couple of seconds.
November cross 16 left, contact ground, Airway 3440.
Delta 728 on Papa, cross runway 16 left, contact ground, traffic in position.
On Papa, cross 16 left over to ground on 728.
American 2534, contact departure, good day.
Contact departure.
Yeah, I guess Alaska's going to have to. I don't know if it's a problem with the aircraft or a problem with the maintenance. You know, they're going to point fingers at each other, but it happens. Those things happen. You can see that special livery. You see the emblem that's right on the front, right just behind and beneath the cockpit there. That's a special livery. The Prime Air that came from Anchorage is taxiing behind, and it looks like they're going to go east on the east taxiway.
2115, wind 240 at 8, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, horizon near 2115.
Alaska 497, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
16 left, line up and wait, Alaska 497.
It is just keeps on coming. You know, they just it's kind of nonstop here, which is cool. Yeah, they put them on the east taxiway to get them out of the way. We do have another. We got another flight. This is it's branded Hawaiian. It's Alaska, of course, and it's going to Tokyo, and it is an A330. And then right behind them is this is another 330 that's headed out to Amsterdam. I got to keep an eye on the time because I could sit here forever. I mean, it's all these heavies that are coming out of here. It is a special livery. See it?
Clear for takeoff, Alaska 497.
Pretty nice.
Alaska 571,
Just very understated, but, you know, designed very specifically to honor those who've served. Here's our 350-900 Air France. I don't know why I said it like that. But, ridiculous, all these heavies. There's the other one right back there. And another one right there. There's Air France. Oh, sorry. Go. Oh, looks like I lost my ATC again. Did I? Looks like I did. Wait a second. Did I lose my phone? I did. What's going on here? What is happening here? Okay, that's not good. Let's see if I can fix that. I have another battery. Well, the battery should be on. We still have juice coming to it. I'm not sure what's happening here. We will get ATC back as soon as I get charged up. There it goes. For some reason, my battery decided to say, go away. We don't need you. We'll get it back. So let's take a look here. This Alaska flight here that is about to head out. That's 175 down to PDX, Portland. Yeah, that's what it was. My battery decided to give out. That's okay. Oops. All right, come on, ATC, come on back. And
all right, we're behind them. 2101.
no, got it. Got it. Everything's looking good. Okay, so this Delta flight is headed to Anchorage. It is an A220. That's the first A220 from Delta that we've seen today. They're like all over here usually. And then there's our
ground Delta 42 Heavy.
Delta 42 Heavy.
Just the first Embraer.
Affirmative, the one with northwest turning left now.
Thank you.
Okay, and that is the flight to Tokyo, Narita. So Tokyo actually has two major airports, international airports that they fly into. There is
Alaska 630,
Narita,
Charlie 17.
and then there is Haneda.
And
so they're pretty far apart from each other. They're about an hour drive from each other, and what's really interesting about them is they take flights. It used to be that most of the flights in the United States went into Narita. Now they're starting to go into Haneda, and I'm not really sure why the sudden change, or not sudden change, it's been gradual. Everything in Japanese culture is gradual, and very few things are sudden. But the thing that I've noticed, like most of the flights that originate out of Seattle International are going out to Haneda. So this is not so common. Narita is not so common anymore, and for good reason. Narita is a great connector airport if you're going somewhere else in Asia. It's not that great if you're going to Tokyo. You got a long drive ahead of you. Think about it, like if you're there's a lot of airports. They're where they have like the major regional airport is way out in the sticks, and then you have to drive into town. That's kind of what Narita is. And man, did it cause a stir when they built it. It was the farmers that had fields there and they took over. That kind of their form of eminent domain. They still protest. They have signs all along the fence line. I don't know what they say exactly, but it's clear that they're not happy with the government about putting an airport there.
Ground 697, 192, number 2 at position 66.
Alaska 697, Seattle ground, hold at 66 for sequence.
Alaska 697.
Horizon Air 2105.
Oh, I didn't know about the wildfires.
2116 left, taxi via Bravo.
I mean, I knew about the wildfires. I didn't know about the power out. That's unfortunate. We have a very fragile electrical infrastructure here in the Pacific Northwest. So many trees and so many ways for the power lines. We don't have, I mean, we have a lot of underground infrastructure, but we also have a lot of above ground high voltage transmission lines that are subjected to pretty severe windstorms. And yeah, all it takes is one substation to get hit, and then boom, it's like everybody's out of power. I've had more power outages living in the Pacific Northwest than any other place in my life, including New Orleans. And you think that New Orleans would have a a bad infrastructure, and it does, but I mean mainly
American
roads. But
2520, just want to verify you're following the left off your
the
left
electricity
Bravo
went
there.
out a handful of times,
Okay,
as far
the
as I
one
can
on,
remember when I was a
Bravo,
kid
off to
growing
the
up there.
left, American 2520.
But here
So now
it
the
feels
one
like
to our
once a
left ahead of
year
us
we'll
now.
get a major
Sorry,
power outage, and it's usually the worst time of the year. Like it's either
Is it the
super
one
hot or super
to our
cold.
right now that was to our left, or the one far
All
to our
right,
left?
next up,
American
flight.
2520, see left 738, 11 o'clock. on
This is
Bravo
going to
currently.
Amsterdam.
Hello, good morning. Aeromexico 493 is
Delta-
88 with Fox.
Delta 142.
Aeromexico 493, set ground, runway 16 left, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 16 left, taxi via Bravo, Aeromexico 493.
All right. And then come the march of the littles.
Lufthansa 491
I mean, they're still bigger than
heavy,
any plane
pass
I've
behind the
personally
Alaska
flown.
Tail, Embraer ahead right out of the whiskey lane.
Lufthansa 491 heavy, origin number 2 behind Alaska Tow on the voice.
Yeah, that bomb cyclone. Matter of fact,
Aeromexico 493, check transponder on.
the bomb cyclone that we
It is on
had.
Aeromexico 493.
It's such a weird name, but I mean, basically, it's a tropical storm, but it's not hanging out in the tropics, right? It's in the upper northern Pacific, right? And actually, this one I think came from the southeast and then headed up, or from the southwest of us and headed up. I forget exactly, but man, that trashed my power for like 10 days, and it was kind of nuts. Oh, is this a retro? What is this? Is this our retro plane? Yes, it is. It's our retro livery. It trashed my power, and I took my drone out one day, and I just flew along the road, and I'll see all the down power lines and everything like that with the drone.
697,
And I almost hit one of the down lines with my drone, which probably wouldn't have done anything to the power line. It wouldn't have knocked out anybody's power. The power's already out, but it would have probably crashed my drone. But I've got some footage. I should probably post it one day. I just never bothered to. I wanted to survey the damage. I just wanted to see how bad it was. It was bad. Couldn't leave the house. Couldn't drive along the road. We live in one of those parts of the east side of Seattle that just doesn't get a whole lot of attention when by the utility companies. When although we live in a highly populated area, people just don't. The utility companies don't give us a whole lot of attention. Here's our special livery. This is actually, it came from Dallas. It looks like it's going back to
Lufthansa 491 heavy, monitor tower, 119.9er.
99 Lufthansa 491 heavy, bueno.
Yeah, and you remember when that bomb cyclone was, right? It was like during some cold days. The only thing that saved us, honestly, was we have a fireplace, and gas obviously didn't run out. So but man, gas utility service here is so incredibly expensive. It's like an order of magnitude more expensive than electricity. So our electrical bill, our utility bill that month was just crazy.
Ground, good afternoon, Alaska 119 heavy taxi with Foxtrot.
Yeah, Jay.
Alaska 119 heavy, sit around.
Yeah, that's
73s off your right.
I've felt those bumps. Or if you're on an Airbus and you hear this, that's just the flaps extending. That's all it is. It sounds like gosh, I don't even. Somebody compared it to like an actual organic sound. I forgot what it was, but I was like, that's it. That's the way to describe it. It just sounds like, man, they could have done. They couldn't have done anything to make that. Just kind of somehow mute that. They couldn't have done anything with that. Everybody hears that in a plane. It's just, it sounds so janky.
Alaska 16, approach 66.
This is the best view we've gotten of this special livery. I mean, really, at all. And this is Piedmont.
Alaska 16, set around runway 16
I do remember
left,
Piedmont
taxi via
Airlines.
Bravo, you'll follow the opposite direction, heavy on Alpha.
16 left via Bravo, follow the opposite direction.
And so he has been cleared for to take the active, and I'm guessing take off. But see, we're stacking them again. Here we go. Here's our lineup. Keep on coming. And one of them is a fairly large, it looks like a Delta flight that's, yep, headed to Rome. Ah, would you look at that? Delta's going to Rome too from Seattle. I wonder why that is. I wonder.
Ground Alaska 119 Heavy. Are we, which Alaska 73 we're following?
Alaska 119 Heavy, it's the one at your 1 o'clock, the one more to pass.
So we've got to, oh my God.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I definitely have to be out of here by 3. But, so we do have an Alaska, we do have a Alaska flight that's going to, that's Seattle Incheon. We have, is that 119? Yeah, 119 Heavy. We have a Lufthansa flight going back to Frankfurt. That's our A340 that I captured earlier, started at the beginning of the show. So they've turned around in about 2 hours, not terrible. And then this Heavy that's on the screen, that one's, this is Delta 42 headed to Rome. So, I mean, it's just boom, 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 boom. Loving it. Ryan, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to speculate on these things because a lot of it is the open slots, right? Like you have slots that become available for whatever reason, and it's not unheard of to take a 787 down to like Sydney from Seattle. I would personally not like to be on that flight, but yes, you can do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to go to Sydney. I know how long it is. I'm not interested in it. I'd rather like hop, around, like go to Japan first, then Japan down to like Taiwan, and then maybe from Taiwan down to Singapore, and then Singapore, Australia, or something like that. Just kind of do the circuit. But I think if they were, it depends on what they're trying to do. Like, is the CEO kind of one of those guys that's gonna go for Delta's jugular and start hitting Europe hard? I don't know. Or are they just gonna say we're gonna put a stake in the ground and dominate Asia because they've got the West Coast exposure? I don't know. Is it the path of least resistance, or okay, game on, let's do it. Get those two in the octagon. Okay, so the Southwest flight, this is a 737-700. This is a shorty that's headed out to Las Vegas. And then right behind them is, it's Seattle to Great Falls. The Great Falls airport code is GTF. Just add one more letter. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Family-friendly show. So that's the 175 that's headed out there to Great Falls. And here is our flight to Rome. Getting closer and closer. And again, it's like if you had a bunch of 330s or 350s stacked back to back, you really couldn't appreciate the scale. But when you do it like this, right, you just see them side by side, or even better, when they're coming up behind like that, just the scale of that aircraft in relation to the 175s and the 737s and the A320s, it just shows you how massive these planes are. They really are big. And one of these days, I'll go out to. I mean, I have a ton of content on the 777X from Boeing Field up the road here, and one of these days, you should just go look at it. It's on the channel. I got plenty of 777 stuff, and I use it in my trailer and stuff like that too. But the 777X, I think, is. That's simply an amazing aircraft. I don't know any other way to put it. As far as like the efficiency, the comfort, I've seen inside the sim. The Flight Radar has a really good video on them going to the Lufthansa simulator and showing the innards of the cockpit, and they departed from the kind of 777 beige, and now it's more of like a almost like a black leather with gray overtones. It's an interesting design, but they still kept the furry seats on the 777. But I really do. I mean, I've seen the winglets go down, come up, all that stuff, and I mean, literally, I've had a 777X taxi right in front of me, maybe a wing's length and maybe 50 feet. away from me because I have ramp access at Boeing Field. So it's really cool. Speaking of which, next weekend is here in Seattle is a festival called Seafair. And Seafair has features the Blue Angels. It has an air show, but it features the Blue Angels. My plan is to be at Boeing Field to capture the departure of the Blue Angels for the air show and the arrival back in from the air show. So I'll post the times for that when I have a better sense of when I will be on field. But it's, I'm going to have either this lens or maybe even a better lens with me for that show. So just make sure to, if you haven't subscribe, turn on the notifications, and let you know when I'm going to be going live next. But the next live will likely be from Boeing Field next weekend. So it'll either be Saturday or Sunday. So make sure to tune in for that. Yeah, so that's it. Brian, the thing, something else I wanted to point out about that is that because of the limited gate access here at Seattle, you always hear every time I'm on the stream, your gate's occupied, go park here. Your gate's occupied, go park here. And it's not like we're like O'Hare or something like that, right? I mean, Seattle's not a huge airport, but that's part of the problem. They're trying to get all in here. I'm just yapping. Let's do this. I was wondering why they were holding, because that Emirates 777, that guy snuck up on me. Well, we got him anyway. Now what did it do to my ISO there? What's going on with that? Okay, there we go. So yeah, the gate thing is, it's always like, your gate's occupied. So sorry, you're gonna have to deal with that, and they'll have to wait. And so if they don't have gates now, with the limited traffic they have now, what are they gonna do if they're trying to head? I don't know. All right, let's go a little bit further out. Okay. Yeah, I know that. So then where does the cargo aircraft go? It's like, right? So are you going to kill all your cargo traffic? Or are they going to relocate cargo to some other place on the field? I mean, I'm sure there are people who are paid to think about this stuff, and I'm not one of them. But I would think that they have a plan for it, and they're trying to figure it out. I know that there was some discussion about putting it
United 737.
cargo on the south
United 737 ground.
east portion of the field, moving it to the southeast instead of the northeast. I had heard that, but I just don't really. I don't really know for sure what they're going to do with that.
Delta. Can we please turn off to this right de-icing pad? We're still waiting on wait.
Shutter speed real quick here.
United 737, affirmative. You could take that right turn onto Alpha and just hold position there.
Right turn on Alpha, hold position there, United 737.
God low 7239 heavy, Rome Bravo for South Ramp, down here 15.
Emirates 229 heavy, Seattle ground spot 99, Texas.
Yeah,
Bravo,
I'm sure Boeing would love the extra traffic. I mean, UPS is there daily, right? And I've caught a lot of air traffic there from UPS. But then do you move FedEx there? Do you move, Korea Cargo? Do you move Cargo Lux? All those guys? You move them there? I mean, you could. There's plenty of space on the field that they could convert. I know there's a lot of FBOs that have gone out of business there. So, all right, that is our Lufthansa A340, which now we have live instead of pre-recorded. Yes, yeah, Boeing Field and Payne are definitely underutilized. The problem, Payne is, it's just, it's kind of far. especially if your cargo's going down to Tacoma.
Thank you.
The nice thing about
Ground Alaska 48,
about where we are is it is kind of in the middle, and you can go, you know what, we're probably 10 minutes or 15 minutes from I-90, so if you're going due east, or if you're going north or south, you're right on I-5. You're right by the cargo terminals, the ship terminals, just south of Seattle. So, I mean, it's a good spot. Now, Boeing Field would have a huge advantage there because going from the ship terminal to Boeing Field would be almost, you know, a no-brainer. You wouldn't even have to get on the highway in most cases. So just playing around here a little bit. Let's see if we can get and do this. Getting a little bit dark. I don't like that. There we go. There goes the American flight that's taken off. And they're headed out to Chicago. That's a MAX 8 that just went behind the trees. This little 175 in front of the 340 headed out. Let's see, they got, what is it, an hour flight? 300-mile flight. That's a 1-year-old E-175. So they're still making them. I mean, why not, right? They're being used so much. But you can see things, you know, if you've been watching for any length of time, you can see, right? The way Seattle is, it gets stacked up. But when the flights are, when there's enough distance, meaning spacing between the flights, they can just hop on the runway and go. But in the case of, I lost my ATC again. What's going on here, folks?
Departure Alaska 5.
There we go. That's why I didn't hear that Emirates flight, because of my dang ATC went away. Let's see here. Oh, I'm on approach. I don't want approach. I want tower east.
Departure Alaska 527.
There we go. Here's our 340.
Start up to 629.
Then things start stacking up and backing up.
Delta 629, Seattle Tower, traffic is in position. Wind 280 at 10, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 16 left, Delta 629.
Horizon 2105, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear to go 16 left, Horizon 2105.
Alaska 9800, Seattle Tower on November, cross, runway 16 center, hold short, runway 16 left.
This A340,
November, cross 16 center, short 16
almost
left.
30 years old. This was made last century for all you younger folks. Last millennia, even.
American 2520, contact.
It's old it is.
Departure American 2520.
So we do have that Alaska Aurora livery right there, so we'll catch them. In the meantime, we're waiting on our 340 to get up on out of here. I told this last stream, I'll tell it again for those of you who weren't watching, but one of the best flights I had on a 340 was from Dublin to Copenhagen. And so not an incredibly long flight, but you know, long enough. And my company at the time let us fly business class. We got a 737 landing. That's why they're holding. I'm not even going to bother turning. But fun story. The Aer Lingus, which goes by the name Shamrock, when their call sign Shamrock, whatever. The Aer Lingus aircraft that I was on. I was sitting in business class, and the company that I was working for let me fly business class on international flights. Anyway, went to the bathroom. Big old window in the bathroom. Really awkward on the ground, but kind of fun when you're up in the air. All right, so these guys are going to get up on out of here. This is Star Alliance livery. And if you didn't see these guys arriving here. It is at the very beginning of the stream. I led off with that.
Delta
And
629,
they're
turn
leaving.
left on Papa, and then taxi via Bravo to spot 99 and contact South Ramp. Good day.
Left turn Papa and over to South Ramp at 99 for Delta 629. Good day.
Alaska 119, Shuttle Tower, you up?
Yes, go ahead.
Alaska 119.
Alaska 119 Heavy, just give way to that United ahead and to your right on Alpha.
Roger that. 119 Heavy.
Oh, what's going on with the United? Oh, Seattle, San Francisco. I wonder if they were hanging out.
Southwest 3051, Seattle Tower, expect crash runway 16 center,
Well,
hold short, runway 16 left, you'll occupy the center briefly.
Like I said at the top of the stream,
hold short 16 left.
this is Aeromexico, it is.
Lufthansa 491 Heavy, wind 2408, runway 16
Headed
left,
to
take off.
Guadalajara.
491 Heavy, 16 left, clear for takeoff.
And that is a 737 MAX 8. Yeah.
Aeromexico
I am
493,
older
Seattle
than
Tower,
that
caution
plane.
with turbulence, heavy air above 340 departs.
But,
runway 16 left, line up and wait.
But still,
Full
I
crash,
mean, it just
traffic
gives you an
15 miles
idea. I mean, there's
Understood, that'll make a
plenty of
493 line up and wait,
747s still flying in cargo capacities that are 30 plus years old. Yeah, you just keep it maintained. It's not like the parts are unavailable. They can still buy the parts for them if they need to do maintenance. It's a solid plane. The 757 is a solid plane. People still fly. Delta still flies it. We saw a few of them at the beginning.
Tower, you're going to follow the Alaska 73 that's approaching a beam to your left.
United 737. All right, we're looking for the Alaskan 73 that's approaching on our left.
Yeah, just at your 9 o'clock there.
So there goes the
second
Lufthansa
Alaskan
flight. We might be able to
737.
catch
We're
them.
going to follow them, United 737.
Hop up there
Hey, for the
somewhere.
thanks. Red 2205, Shuttle Tower, November
Already
cross,
see
runway
'em.
16 center, hold short, runway 16 left.
At November cross 16 center, shorter 16 left, there's
Hop up
2205.
right behind that tree.
Alaska 9800, traffic in position, traffic on final cross, runway 16 left, contact ground.
Cross 16 left,
Right
ground.
about, there we are.
Delta 332, cross runway 16 left, right turn to spot 99, contact ramp.
Alright, cross runway 16 left, right turn, and contact ramp Delta 332.
See the winds. You can see the way the aircraft is
3051,
crabbing.
cross runway 16 left,
The winds
follow
are definitely
Delta
a
to
factor.
99, contact the
Not
ramp.
terrible on the ground here, but certainly once you get
Cross
airborne.
16 left, follow Delta to 99.
There's
over
our
the ramp,
Alaska.
Southwest, 3050.
Through our livery.
Alright, 2205, traffic in position, cross
Right.
runway 16 left as well, contact ground.
Trying to
Cross
get my
16 left
camera
over to ground, right,
resituated here. There we
2205.
go.
Southwest 4769, cross runway 16 left, traffic in position, follow company on your right to 99,
You know, I want to
contact the
see
ramp.
actually the old Southwest livery. I know there's one.
Lufthansa
There's
491
at least
heavy,
one
contact departure, good day.
Southwest.
191 Heavy, open departure, good day, bye now.
Alaska
It's
697,
painted in the old
sign
kind
numbers for
of
runway
mustard
16 center,
yellow
please.
color.
Alaska 697.
Thanks. Alaska
I know it's
223,
out
can you
there,
guys take 16 center?
but I haven't seen it here. At least in a minute, I haven't seen it here.
Alaska 223,
And you know
thanks.
the other
Flight is left.
Alaska livery that I haven't seen in a very long time. I don't even know if it's still active. Is the Orca livery? It might be. Might still be around. I just haven't. It doesn't really make an appearance out here. Do we have anybody on? No, we've got the Aeromexico's on the field. It's on the runway. Well, just have to hang tight. All right, 25 minutes to go. We're going to catch
Mexico 483,
at
wind
least
260 at Niner,
this
gust 15,
Alaska.
runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Adam, make a 493, clear for takeoff.
just to
run
kind
one.
of show you what I'm looking at in terms of the
Alaska 697, traffic
back
6
up
mile
here.
final.
This is
at
it.
Charlie, cross runway 16 left, runway 16 center.
Kinda
line up and
nuts.
wait, and just let me know if you'll be ready.
but not unusual.
Alaska 697, we are
considering
cleared to cross
that
16 left, line up and wait.
is the
16
terminal.
center.
Alaska 697,
And see,
affirmative, and
most
we'll be
of
ready upon
the
reaching.
And affirmative, Alaska 697, we'll be ready.
the flights here are they're just they have their transponders on, but they like this one. This is Shanghai to Seattle, so that's the one that just came in Incheon to Seattle. So they just kept their transponders on. But you know, these guys are definitely all headed out of here.
Hold short, runway 16 left, traffic in position on the
And the
center.
backup
On
continues.
November cross 16 center, hold short 16 left, Alaska 321.
All right, Ryan, take care, man.
21 with you, visual 16 left.
You have a good day as well. I appreciate you tuning in.
7 gust 15, runway 16 left, cleared to land.
Have yourself a good remainder of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Like I said, next weekend, we're going to do the Blue Angels, so hopefully you can make it in for that.
Cross 16 center in November, hold short 16 left, Skywest 3294.
Oh, how nice. They're letting United in.
Aero Mexico
They were
493,
told to.
contact departure, good day.
Good show, we're departure, I'll make a 493, good day.
And that United is going where? They're headed to SFO. They pulled away. That's it. They kind of peeled off for a second. I guess they were trying to get their numbers before they were going. Okay. Back to the main
Alaska
stream.
381, if you could just scoot up to the hold short bars, please.
Up to the bars, Alaska 381.
Tower 3294, if you scoot up to Alaska there so you can vacate the center.
You got it, sir. We're working on it.
That's okay, thank you. Alaska 697,
75
wind 250
landing
at 9er, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16 center, Alaska 697.
Alaska 223, runway 16 center, line of away.
16 center, line of away, Alaska 223.
There they are. Oh, that's a 321. That's not even so fun. Never mind. Why did I move the camera for that?
Yes, sir.
I kid.
Alaska 16, can you guys take runway 16 center today?
Yes.
Thank you all for
we do have
tuning in. I
response
really
to that.
appreciate it. I did this stream today for two reasons. Number one, it's a nice day and I'm off of work. Number two, I rented this lens for the weekend just to kind of test it out and see if it was something that I'd be willing to plunk down some money for. And I'm liking it. I like the range on it for sure. And then right after we're done here, I go straight to the camera shop and hand it back to them.
Delta 2921, turn left, November.
All right, so here, for those of you who haven't seen it in all its glory, here is the Alaska 787.
223, wind 240 at 10, runway 16 center, cleared for takeoff.
Still with a registration of 782 Hotel Alpha, Hawaiian Airlines. Rebranded. These guys are headed out to Incheon, which is Seoul, South Korea.
And contact ground point 7.
November, cross 16 left over to ground, Alaska 381.
Skywest 3294 at November, cross runway 16 left, contact ground point 7, traffic in position.
All right, cross 16 left at November, then ground Skywest 3294.
Alaska 659, Seattle Tower, you guys up?
Front 659.
You can see those engines, those high bypass turbofans. You can see right through them.
Alaska 659, thanks. Let's start.
You want a good lesson in how those things work, you should look it up to say how do high bypass turbofans work.
Alaska
it's really interesting.
697, thanks for the help, contact departure.
Alaska 697, see ya.
By the way, I'm using the ATC app to do the
Alaska 676,
air traffic
Seattle
control.
Tower at November.
If you haven't seen it or played with it, if you're an avid plane spotter or you're just an aviation geek, it's a cool app. It really is.
Thanks for the help. Contact departure. Good day.
It's kind of with the air traffic control and everything like that. It's really kept. The only issue with it right now is although it's really useful and it has like playback and everything, the coverage is growing. They're so new that the coverage is still growing. So they have Seattle, they got DFW, they got Chicago O'Hare, whatnot. There's a bunch of major airports that seems to be growing a lot. But definitely an app that I like to use for my air traffic control feed. All right. So here's Alaska 119 headed out to Incheon with that beautiful Aurora livery.
Skywest 3966 Seattle Tower, back taxi runway 16 center to Papa, then hold short over runway 16 left.
Back taxi 16 center to Papa, then hold short 16 left, Skywest 3966.
They've got a 4,500 mile trip ahead of them. Poor folks. And the line continues. Just keeps on going.
Alaska 119, heavy wind 240 at 10, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Let's take off 16 left, Alaska 119 heavy.
United
no doubt that Alaska plane is just, that livery is just so, whoever they hired to do the color palette for that, I know it's
16 traffic on
the Alaska color palette is so distinctly northwest.
Charlie, cross
particularly, you know, if you look at, like, for instance, the Seattle Seahawks colors, the Mariners colors, they all kind of have the same theme. Kind of like where I grew up in New Orleans, a lot of black and gold is just kind of the way.
Alaska 548, Seattle Tower, traffic on position on the center. Cross runway 16
it's kind of it's a theme for the region. And if you look at the scenery, it kind of goes part and parcel.
2419, 16 left.
Gotten darker again.
2419, Seattle Tower, caution brake turbulence, heavy Boeing 787 departs prior to you. Wind 250 about 10, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 16 left, Delta 2419.
Delta 2419, plan to exit taxiway Sierra.
Will do.
Well, it appears, because I was here Friday night, it appears that it doesn't matter what time you come into Seattle, there's going to be a lull and then there will be an active time. This happens throughout the day. And, you know, we've been through both. For those of you who were here on Friday night, you saw quite a bit of activity, and then it went to a lull and went to quite a bit of activity again. Same thing's happening today.
Alaska 119 heavy contact.
And now what we have is a bunch of narrow-body aircraft. So what they're trying to do at this point, if you look at the screen here, you can see they're shifting off some of the aircraft to the center runway, which is normal. So they're going to try and get as many of these planes out of here as possible, because I'm sure some of them are delayed. That just needs...
Copy, cross 16 center, short 16 left, guys, 425, sir.
You know, like here, you can see this flight is scheduled to depart at 2:23, and that they're already 25 minutes late. And you know, you need to get things like this. It's 737 landing on the left side, and it's like they're just gumming up the works. So they move a bunch of planes over to the center so they can take off out of here. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Jay. It would be a shame if a windstorm came
16,
through.
caution wake turbulence for the heavy Boeing Dreamliner that departed off the left. Wind 260 at Niner, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.
Roger, 16 center, clear for takeoff, Alaska 16.
If we could, I mean, look,
16 center, line up and wait.
Jay, if you live in the area, you know that topping any of these trees would cause people to lose their ever-living minds. So it's probably never going to happen, but for us plane spotters, it would be really great to not have those there.
Alaska 676 at Mike, cross runway 16 left, contact ground.
On Mike, clear across 16 left over to ground for that 676.
Alaska 548, cross 16 left, contact ground.
All right, so
Alaska 548, cross 16 left.
That Alaska flight is headed to San Diego, the one that's in the line up there.
Left at Quebec.
And then we have another Alaska flight right behind them, 737 MAX 9, headed to Ketchikan, Alaska.
Skywest 3138 at Papa, cross 16 left, right turn to 99, contact south ramp.
Cross 16 left, 99 ramp, Skywest 3138.
Alaska 659, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff, wind 270
and let's see, the flight
10.
that's kind of pan to here, a little bit to the left, that is
Skywest 4125
headed out to
November,
Chicago. That's a MAX 9 as well.
Contact the ramp, traffic into position.
Cross 16
and behind that is a Delta flight headed to Detroit.
Skywest 3966,
oh, it's a 900.
Cross runway 16
900.
Bravo, contact
got a 175 as well.
Left on Bravo, contact ground. Skywest
175 is going to Spokane, and then right behind them, headed out to Hawaii,
Alaska 92, Seattle,
is
take the
an A321. Funny how that is. Delta and Alaska seem to be going to a lot of the same places out of Seattle.
Alaska 410,
I wonder why that is.
So you can do it on 410.
410, thanks. Let's stop line for that. Alright, 2000 Seattle Tower at November, cross runway 16 center, hold shorter runway 16 left.
Yeah, I don't think the Port of Seattle is interested in topping any trees.
Left 1366, wind 270 at 11.
You know what? They barely. Look. I'll make a generalized statement here. I know several other plane spotters that have reached out to the Port of Seattle, particularly their PR person, and they have gone largely ignored. Which is unfortunate because there is a whole world that likes aviation, and people will say, I mean, I grew up just on the
I was in the flight path of New Orleans International, and I would sit, literally, I would sit in my backyard and just watch planes fly right over me. They were so close, I could almost see the rivets on the plane. And that's what got me into aviation. And it's something, it's interesting, the freedom that flight gives you, and just the way that manufacturers build their planes, and the different paint jobs that people are, the liveries that they put on the aircraft. It's just interesting to see. And then, the fact that YouTube enables anybody in the world to watch what's going on in Seattle right now is just, it's super rad. But the Port of Seattle doesn't really seem to care about any of that stuff, and it's unfortunate. But that's where they're at right now.
See you, Alaska 1366.
See if I can take my f-stop down.
Alaska 410, traffic 6.5 out at Charlie, cross runway 16 left, hold short of runway 16 center.
Hey Charlie, cross 16 left, hold short 16 center, Alaska 410.
Yeah, let's do that, then take my ISO down a little bit. That's what I want. Okay, better.
And Alaska 92, wind 230 at 9er, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.
16 center, clear for takeoff, Alaska 92.
All right, so that aircraft right there, that's Delta headed to Detroit.
And November, cross 16 left and over to ground, horizon 2000.
Alaska 410.
And then right behind us that 175 I was talking about. But I got to say, though, just in the very brief amount of time, I mean, I've been streaming now for about 2.5 hours, 2.5, 2 3/4 hours. We've seen a lot. We've seen a lot, and I would even go so far as to say that I think we've seen as much, or maybe even a little more than we saw on Friday night. Which is, it's awesome. I mean, it's cool to be able to do this and see the variety of aircraft that come through here. Of course, Seattle has its fair share of 737s and E175s, the occasional Dash 8. The occasional, not occasional, you'll see a lot of A220s with Delta. I haven't seen a lot. We only seen one today, so I'm not really sure what that's about. But yeah, this is, I guess it depends on the day of the week and the traffic and like the volume of travelers. But we've seen quite a bit today, and that's awesome. I mean, it's sometimes you plan for these things and it's a dud, and sometimes you go up and it's like, oh my God, this is just ridiculous, the amount of planes that are coming through here. So I'm really thankful that you guys have been sticking with me through this entire show, because it's a lot to take in, it's a lot to watch, and hopefully everybody's having a good Sunday. I do see what appears to be that's a 170. Why did they put a 175 on the left side? They're coming up the works, but what do we have there? What is that? Are you telling me that is just a 175? No. Is that a one? No.
533 Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line up away.
Delta 533, 16 left, line up away.
That's a A220. Oh, well, we do have another A220. We do have, oh, maybe that's our Minneapolis flight. That's a 757, I believe.
Jazz 804, Seattle Tower, back cross runway 16 center, hold short.
We do have a special livery. I just saw it.
Quebec,
Seattle to Vancouver. It's a E175. It's not a whole lot special to look at, but it is the old Horizon Air livery. So that's our bookmark, our bookend for the show. Is it going to be that flight? I know ending on a 175 is lame, but at least it's a special livery, right? So we'll stick with that. Unless unless there's something else coming in that I need to be made aware of, I'm gonna just take a quick peek here and see if I see anything coming in that's worth. The other night when we ended, it was too dark to keep going, to be totally honest with you. But I mean, quite literally, after I shut down everything, a Alaska 787 landed right over me, and I was just like, oh no. but we wouldn't have gotten it anyway. I mean, it's like you go back and watch the stream at the end. It was just, it was so dark. This lens is great, but it is not very happy when it gets dark outside. And where we are, there's not a lot of ambient light when the sun goes down. It's dark.
Line and wait, 16 left, goes 4145.
So, take a look here. We've got, so this Delta flight, that's the one that's headed to Spokane. And then right behind them is the 321 headed to Hawaii. Right there. And then, let's see here.
1358, Seattle Tower, at top, cross runway 16 center, hold short of runway 16 left.
Cross 16 center, at Papa, hold short of 16 left, Delta 1358.
Or not the one we're looking at, but the one that's coming up. Nope. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll see.
Skywest 4145.
Yeah, Jay, I just saw that too.
Runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 left, goes 4145.
Killing me.
340, Seattle Tower.
I got to return this lens. If I don't return this lens, it's going to cost me another day, or actually several days, because I can't get back over to Seattle. Let's take a look here. We already got our 787 fixed
Delta
for the day.
533, contact departure, good day.
Delta 533, switching.
Skywest 6324, Seattle Tower, back taxi on runway 16 center to Mike, then hold short of runway 16
left. Yeah, we also have a United
back taxi 16 center to
787
Mike,
that is pushing back to, that's going to Narita. What do my batteries tell me? They tell me I'm cool. That's unfortunate.
Skywest 4145, contact departure, good day.
Departure CS goes 4145.
Delta 340, wind 240 left, niner, runway 16 left.
Maybe I'll stick around. We'll see. We'll see.
16 left, Delta 340.
When's that Delta, or when's that
Seattle Tower,
United flight supposed to depart?
16 left, line of way left, 360.
10:40.
Skywest 3707, Seattle Tower, you up?
Is it really scheduled to leave at 10:40?
Hey, can you take the center today?
The affirmative, Skywest 3707.
Skywest 3707, thank you. Let's plan for that.
Welcome.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Attention all aircraft, seal information, Gulf, current, wind 240 at 8, altimeter 3007.
I do not see any Alaska cargo, at least in my flight radar. I do not see anything right now. And I'm looking at the cargo terminal.
Seattle Tower at November, cross runway 16 center, hold short of runway 16 left. Skywest 3679 Tower. Alaska 368, wind 230 at 7, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff.
There's our 757.
Skywest 4153, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
16 left, line up and wait, Skywest.
Put it out to Minneapolis.
Delta 340,
usually they're using the 75s between Minneapolis and here and Atlanta in here, which are both
Skywest 3679, Seattle Tower at November, cross runway 16 center, hold short, runway 16 left.
At November, cross 16 center, short of 16 left, Skywest 3679.
You know, when I was a young one, Delta flew the L-1011, and if you've never been aboard one, you missed out. It was a really great aircraft to fly on. It was one of my favorites. And growing up in New Orleans, one of the things that was so special was we didn't get a ton of big aircraft. It was 727s, yes, 727s, DC-9s. When 737s started coming out, 737s.
Delta 942, Seattle Tower.
It wasn't heavy aircraft almost ever going into New Orleans International. Now British Airways has a flight 787 that comes in there, I think, once a day. But the L-1011, when it did come in, it mainly flew between New Orleans and Dallas. And it was such a special plane because it was just, it had this distinct, the Rolls-Royce RB211 engines were just, they just were so, I mean, it was like, I'm coming. You know, that the engines just sounded like, look out, I'm coming. It was so cool. But there's only one L-1011 flying now.
1476 Seattle Tower at Papa, cross runway 16 center, hold short of runway 16 left.
Cross 16 center on Papa, hold short 16 left, Alaska 1476.
L-1011 was the first aircraft, first commercial aircraft to have an auto land system, believe it or not, back in the day. Where's our special livery? Where is it?
240 at 10, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
I guess I did. Oh no, it's just hanging out. What's going on with that thing?
Skyway 3707 at Charlie, cross runway 16 left, runway 16 center, line up and wait.
On Charlie, cross 16 left, line up and wait, 16 center, Skyway 3707.
Delta 2543, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line up and wait. Traffic will depart the center, and traffic will cross.
I am changing my mind just a tad.
Delta
I don't see the Alaska flight you guys are talking about, so I'm not really sure what that's about. I don't see it on there.
16 left,
but I do see this. So we'll stick around for that. Is that good?
Skyway 6324, traffic on position at Mike.
Let's stick around for that.
16 left, contact ground.
It's a good way to end.
Cross 16
it's better to
contact
end on
ground,
that
Skyway
instead of a special livery that doesn't appear to be going anywhere. It's just, where is it now?
Skyway 3679, cross runway 16 left.
There it is.
Gate, contact the ramp.
We're not gonna end with a 175. I can't even do that on principle alone. So then you can see it right here.
3707, wind 240 at 8, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16 center.
Can't good conscious
Delta 942,
leave
contact
the stream with a 175. So we'll stick around.
Delta 1358, traffic in position, cross runway 16 left at Papa, right turn Bravo to spot 99, contact south ramp.
Cross 16 left at Papa, Bravo to spot 99, switch ramp Delta 1358.
Left 1476, traffic in position, cross runway 16 left at Papa, contact ground 27.
Bunch of 175s, but you know, take what you can get right now. This is kind of a lull. But we should see that 7-8 poking out in short order here. It's coming, it's emerging out from the south terminal, in between the south terminal and the Bravo terminal. So that'll be our flight. Now, we've got to make sure that we don't have anything else coming in. All right, so by the way, it's currently 72 degrees. The winds are out of the south, west.
Skyway 3707, thanks for the help. Contact departure, good day.
Anytime, over to departure 3707.
Just in case you were wondering.
Delta 2543, wind 220 at 10, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 2543.
Skywest 4127, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
16 left, line up and wait, Skywest 41.
Skyway 3360, Seattle Tower at November, cross runway 16 center, hold shorter runway 16 left.
I don't see
cross 90, 16 center and hold short 16 left, Sky 3433.
Worldways, Jay, I can't remember
Just
Worldways.
Confirm the call sign. Skyway 3360 on November, cross runway 16 center, hold short runway 16 left.
November, cross runway 16 center and hold short 16
So
left.
what is the oldest airline? What is the airline? I want to take a poll here. Like an airline that no longer exists, and an aircraft that's no longer flown. What would be the oldest aircraft or airline that doesn't exist anymore? What would that be? I'd be really curious to see, because like for me, I used to fly, I flew Delta of course, but There was an airline called EVA Air that was back in the, I think, the mid-'80s. Didn't last very long. First time I ever had honey roasted peanuts on an aircraft. That's my memory of that airline, was honey roasted peanuts. Instead of the regular peanuts, we had honey roasted. And then all the other airlines started doing honey roasted peanuts after that.
293 Seattle Tower, back taxi, runway 16 center to Mike, then hold short of runway 16 left.
Back taxi 16 center to Mike, then hold short 16 left, Alaska 293.
Delta 2543, contact departure.
Of course, you can't say Spirit. Spirit's too new. The wounds are still fresh on Spirit, so that they can't. Don't say I flew Spirit. That doesn't work. Let's say they've been out of business for at least 10 years. Let's say that, okay? Here's our vintage livery, the Horizon vintage livery. You know, there's another airline that was out of here, out of Seattle, called Olympus
wind 250
Airlines.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Skywest 4031.
Skywest 3897 Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 16 left, Skywest 3897.
Where was Worldway's headquartered?
4127, contact
and
departure.
Where Air West, I mean, where was that headquartered? I don't know either of those airlines. Of course, I grew up, like I said, I grew up in New Orleans, and I lived there through the mid-'90s. So then I moved out to the Bay Area and then up here. So I'm kind of curious, where were those two airlines based out of? There's our special livery. Hanging tight. I don't see anybody on approach.
Skywest 3897, wind 240 at Niner, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Skywest 3897.
Alaska 415, Seattle Tower.
Yes, I remember
Eastern. Center, hold short, runway 16 left.
That's the whisper jet. The 727. I remember them calling it the whisper jet. The
contact departure, have a good one.
727 was anything but a whisper jet.
Right, 2006, Charlie, cross
just
runway 16 left.
black smoke coming out the back of that thing, and it was those. I think it was what, the JT-88 engines. Was that JT or JTD-88 engine? Whatever they had on those things. They were loud. They were so loud. But the best part about it is you were a passenger in that plane. Because all the engines were in the back of the plane, unless you were sitting in the very, very back of those 727s. You couldn't hear it. The plane just started moving forward and really fast, and all you heard was a little bit of the wind up of the turbo. I remember that very clearly. The same thing with the DC-9 and the MD-88. You know, nice thing about having those engines in the back of the plane.
Hi, cross runway 16 left and taxi to the gate and south north ramp, Skywest 3360, good day.
Alaska 596, cross runway 16 left, go behind
the Worldways is Canadian, gotcha.
All right, cross 16 left behind the United and ground point 7, Alaska 596.
Delta 1719, cross runway 16 left, right turn 599, contact south ramp.
I try and keep it family friendly here. Eventually, I think I want to do like a late night stream. I just have to have the right camera equipment where we can kind of get a little bit spicy in our language. My backside, let's just put it that way, whisper jet my backside, especially if you're sitting right by the engine.
Good day, Alaska 415, traffic in position, cross runway 16 left, at Papa, contact Brad.
Use Airways flew routes in the western U.S. Okay. Well, I remember Western Airlines. Western, several destinations. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I do remember Western, Jeff. I do remember that. Alaska Cargo. I just don't see it. Where is it? Where is my Alaska Cargo? Is it? Did they have their transponder on? Because I don't see it. Oh, I remember Republic. I definitely remember Republic. Oh, okay, gotcha. Wouldn't merge in the Northwest. Okay, gotcha. And that was a merge in the Delta. Yes, very true. I remember all those mergers.
Skywest 3999.
Okay, so bringing up the rear here of this conga line is a 321 headed out to Denver.
Thanks for the help. Contact.
Oh yeah, I remember ATA too. Yep, American Transair. I remember that. ATA used to fly L-1011s as well. I remember that. There they go. Yeah, Value Jet. Has Value Jet been out of business for that long? Has it been out of business for 10 years plus? I mean, could be. Okay, our United flight is almost to beam the November gates, the north gates. They're coming in.
Skywest 3999, wind 250 at Niner, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16 left, Skywest 3999.
Horizon 2131, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
16 left, line up and wait, Horizon 2131.
Alaska 660, contact departure, have a good day.
660, take care.
What's another obscure airline that didn't last? What's that one? Well, they've only been out of. I don't know if they're still in business. What was that one that bought like a? They bought a three. Was it a 380 that they bought? I can't remember. And was it Global Airlines? I don't know. I don't remember. It was just recently though, and everybody thought they were crazy. And then they're kind of like a flash in the pan, but I never got on their planes. Reno Air. Oh, that's a good one, Bob. That's a good one. All right, so this flight, this Alaska flight that's going to bring it up the rear, or sorry, in front here is headed out to St. Louis.
2131, wind 2608,
737-900. And then right after them is a flight to Denver. That's a United 321. Oh, sorry, it's a United
16 left, Alaska 647.
And I can already see a 787 kind of on both sides of the tree here. Here they come.
Departure, good afternoon, Skywest 3999, 1800, climbing 77,000, Sumo 2.
Who put us on departure?
Still on tower, try 120.4.
Oh, okay. He was on the wrong frequency. I was about to say. AHA Airlines. I can't, Bearcat, I don't know what you're talking about. AHA? Are you serious? You being serious right now? I never heard of AHA Airlines. I remember the band, but I don't remember an airline named after them. There's our 787.
Horizon 2131, contact departure, good day.
Over to departure, good day, thanks, Horizon 2131.
647, wind 2508, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Remember takeoff 16 left, Alaska 647.
Okay, 333, so
all right, guys, I'm serious. I gotta skedaddle pretty soon here. I would normally stay for the Alaska, but we already got a 787 in here, so we're gonna end with this United flight for sure. I gotta get going. But we will be back. We will be back next weekend with the Blue Angels. Remember that? Mentioned that. Oh yeah, Midway was another one. I remember that, Bob. Remember Midway. Based out of, coincidentally, Midway Airport in Chicago. So this United flight, like I said, is headed to Tokyo, Narita.
United 333, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16 left, United 333.
And 143 heavy, so turn 16 left, on the point.
On up
and wait, runway 16 left, United 143 heavy.
Oh, hello. Come on, camera, cooperate. Not the camera, it's the tripod.
Alaska 647, contact departure, good day.
647, good day.
All right, once these guys get going, we'll catch them on the takeoff roll, and then we'll Air Florida. God, that's a good one. Haven't heard of them. Or I haven't heard that name in a long time. Yeah, so still got a lineup going here. But you know, we've had a. I mean, in terms of the quality of the content. We've had a really good variety of aircraft, but we've had probably the largest concentration of heavy aircraft that we've, I think, in any stream that I've done so far out of Seattle.
At 143 heavy, runway 16 left.
You guys just keep on going with these old airlines.
Takeoff runway 16 left, United 143 heavy.
Okay, so he's clear for takeoff. We're going to catch them on their takeoff roll, and then we're going to call
7004, shut turn, 16 left on the wait. Traffic will caution weight turbulence from the heavy departing 787.
Left point 16 left, copy Alaska.
I want to thank everybody for coming in. I really appreciate all the viewership. Super cool of you guys to come in, contribute. It's
runway 16 center, hold short of runway 16.
It's great to see the kind of progressive growth of the channel itself, and just seeing you guys, everybody just kind of join in and contribute. By chatting and things like that. Thank you so much for doing that. It means a lot. This is a hobby of mine. I really enjoy sharing, this time with you guys, and really just being able to do something that is it's truly unique in the sense that we're being able to share this across the world. Really cool. And there they go.
That's 1412 on Quebec, cross runway 16 left, right Bravo 99, contact ramp.
There they are.
Cross runway 16 left at Quebec, right on Bravo to 99, straight to ramp. That's 1412.
Thanks so much for joining in. Thanks for being a part of the show, contributing.
Contact ramp.
And like I said, I'll post real soon. Make sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you'll know when we're going to go live for the Blue Angels. Until next time, have a good one. See y'all later.
143 heavy.
Charlie Fox, Charlie Sierra, Papa with the traffic.
Helicopter drops through crossing center line 300 feet now, no factor. Bravo, runway 14 left, 22 ballpark. That's 227 Mike, thanks for the patience. Crossing winds with 32070, runway 14 right, clear for takeoff, Al-Qaeda departure approved.